And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Weekend Warriors X ESB League of Legends Online Tournament. This is gonna be first match of this evening between Vamos against Xpia Gaming. Both teams we've met a lot of times during past League of Legends tournaments, and I feel like we really love to see both of them play. Both of them like very good teams, but as history said before, Vamos has always been the one to beat Xpia. Will it be different now? Probably not. But without further ado, I would like to introduce myself. I'll be your commentator for this game. Commentator Z, as well as Mr. Coco. How you doing, Coco?
I am doing not too bad. I actually just spilled my drink, so actually you have to be alone for at least a few minutes.
Oh man, that is very unfortunate. But hey, from Vamos, we see a couple of bans already. We see the Wukong ban, because you know Wukong pretty busted right now. We see the Vladimir as well as the Veigar. And from Xpia's side, we see Jarvan the 4th, Lucian, as well as Hecarim being banned in the jungle. So a lot of like jungle heavy bans from Xpia, and relatively balanced, I feel, from Vamos. What game is this? This is Vamos against Xpia Gaming, match number 16. And we see Kled being insta-locked up in the top lane by Spring TJP. Okay. I'd love to see it. And here we go. XG, Streza. Oh, Fireran is not playing this evening. And he's always been one of the... I think he's the main startup for Xpia, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, we see Streza there with the Fiora. One of the better duelists, probably against Ked, because one thing, Ked's Q does have a pull. And you know, it's going to be pretty good against Fiora's Perry. Where is Sigma's live? Unfortunately, Sigma will not be played. They are already in game from the looks of it. Spectator's delay for Sigma, 1 minute until it's over. But hey, can't stream everyone. And this is Vamos against Xpia, one of the games that you'd probably like to see. And correct there, Mr. Kai. It's recorded and it'll be uploaded to the YouTubes very soon. And we see Lulu being locked in by Ali. And next picks for Vamos. We see an Olaf pick locked in from Don't Cry Amy, and C9 Snipe with his usual Anivia pick. You'd love to see it. He's been very good with that. Been winning a lot of games with that too, past couple of tournaments. So I want to see how Xpia is gonna try to deal with an Anivia in the mid lane. Very annoying to deal with. And we see Vayne being locked in for bot lane AD carry. Oh, and that is gonna be the Senna being banned out. Just for those who don't know, Vamos did a thing, you know. Back in the days of the community online tournament, they did a thing with Senna and Volibear bot lane, which is pretty busted. It worked out very well for them. But hey, Senna's gonna be banned out, so they might not do it again. Because like if you look at the bans, now in 1 and Wind Thunder's only bot lane left to be chosen. They know they're playing against the Vayne, so Vayne and Lulu. So just wait and see. Just wait and see.
You can't cage me for long.
And the final final ban is gonna be Silas for the mid lane. And 7 Eternal, what's gonna be your next pick, my guy? Oh, 6 seconds left. A pick against an Olivia, someone with range would be good, and that is gonna be a Fiddlesticks in the jungle from the looks of it. Obviously, Fiddlesticks newly reworked a couple of patches ago, and still relative. I feel like the newer Fiddlesticks, same but different, but a little bit more broken. So we'd love to see him. And we see a misfortune. Will this be a Braum pick? Or a Nautilus? Oh, yeah, it is going to be a Nautilus. And misfortune down in the bot lane. And since Xphere already locked in the Lulu, no Braum to defend or like to block the misfortune bullet time. So it works out well for them. Nautilus, very strong pick, but you know, hovering on towards the Thresh. Trying to figure out, okay, maybe, but maybe not. Nautilus is going to be the final pick on towards Vamos's bot lane. And Minion Slayer, the only one left remaining, who is going to be the mid lane. Someone with range, as I said, and it is, or might be, a Syndra. Will it be a Zed? Who knows? Yep, it looks like it's going to be a Syndra being locked in. Confirmed 100%. A good counter pick, I feel, against an Anivia, because Anivia, not as long as, you know, she doesn't have that big of a range, but, you know, she does have very strong pushing power when she comes to level 6 with her ultimate, and Syndra as well. Pretty good wave clear. So playing against an Anivia, not bad, I think. Coco, are you back? Oh. Hello? Oh, he's not back yet, guys. You're stuck here with me. And I wanted to ask him what he thought about with the team comps for both teams.
Well, if you think what I think about both team comps,
And what do you think about both team comps, Coco?
let's see. Let's look at the team comps over here, right? So for at least for on the side of Vamos, we have a very I would say relatively engaged heavy. You have the Kled, who is very prevalent with the charge. We have Olaf, who is definitely going to go in your face. Very useful, especially against something like the Lulu Vayne. Even that included, it also means he gets to ignore the CC from Fiddlesticks, from Syndra, and he can avoid the polymorph from Lulu. Anivia is a good defensive option here just because we are going to see if anything goes wrong, at least Anivia can control the situation where we are going to see Glacial Shrouds just being set up so that it becomes a zone of control. And team fight wise, we are going to see more wombo combo, so to speak, for Vamos side, right? Just because we have a good setup with Nautilus and the Misfortune. And we have a well-timed and a well-placed Anivia wall can actually stop people and trap and funnel them into a bullet time. Whereas when you look at a Sun from Sifia, we have you look at a team and the first thing that you notice is that everyone is squishy,
Yeah.
right? And they're playing, and we have a hyper carry in the vein, which means that in this sense, the idea for Sifia as far as their game plan will be, with that their top lane is going to keep Kled in check, right? Kled is a little bit annoying when you don't track where he is because the charge with his ultimate charge, he can actually travel at pretty much halfway across the map, and you don't really want to be caught pushing too far when Kled is level 6. At bot lane with Lulu and Vayne, generally speaking, Lulu Vayne against a Misfortune Nautilus is not a lane you expect to win, and not in the early levels anyway. And it's something that you expect them to turtle and to try and look for very short exchanges and get the silver bullet procs. But they are going, at most, they're trying to look for short skirmishes where they can dodge as much skill shots from Nautilus as possible. The most interesting thing I find here would be the jungle matchup once again, just because Fiddlesticks jungle, not saying it's not the best, but picking it into an Olaf jungle, right? It gives you a lot of risk because especially at early levels, Olaf can actually just walk into the jungle and walk in and counter jungle you, and he's probably going to win the 1v1 fight. So hopefully Sifia notices that this might be a thing, and that they prepare some wards to to track up Olaf, that or get ready to respond really quickly to help out Fiddlesticks, right? Fiddlesticks is going to have a very, very weak early game, especially until he hits 6. He does have unique kits for being able to for being able to gank definitely. For people who do not know how his new rework fiddlestick works, is any skill that he casts after being unseen for more than 1.5 seconds, so about 2 seconds of not being seen, and he comes out and he casts any spell, he gets to fear you. So he can come in from an angle and he can just click W, which for his drain, and the entire wave would be feared, including the minions and the champion, right? And then after that, you can use a Q, your fear, to go on top of it, and instead of fearing, it will deal double damage, which is an ideal damage tool. So there's many different ways you can utilize the fear of fiddlesticks right now. The only problem is that, especially against an Olaf matchup, Sifia needs to set up in a way that fiddlesticks does not get interrupted, or else if he cannot hit this level 6 fast, then Olaf is actually going to take over the early game.
Okay. Okay. Late game versus mid to early game, from the looks of it.
Exactly. So early game wise, it's mostly in. I will say it's in mostly in Vamos's hand. Vamos in general, they are. I won't say they're specifically strong at level 1.
Okay, so apparently, from what I have heard, some of them cannot not make a champion. What am I trying to say?
Make a rune selection.
Yeah, rune selection was not working out well for them, so they are gonna be requesting a remake. So whilst that is gonna be on the way, we're gonna head on into a short break. A little ad break before we continue it on. Okay, sorry to say that, ladies and gentlemen, and be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be the first game of this evening. We had a short delay. Not even short, but let's be real here. But we had a delay a little bit because of a bug while changing the rune set. And here we are back again. This is match number 16 between Exvia and Vamos. Exvia is gonna be on the red side and Vamos on the blue side. We are gonna go for a roll call. Sprinky JP as Kled in the top lane. Don't Cry Amy as Olaf in the jungle. C9 Snipe as Anivia mid. Now in one as Misfortune Lady Carry. Wind Thunders as Nautilus support. And on the red side, XP Gaming, we have Streza as Fiora in the top lane, 7 Eternal as Fatal 6 in the jungle, Minion Slayer as Sidra in the mid lane, Crusher as Vayne in the bot lane, and Ali as Lulu support. And here we go again. How you doing, Coco? How is the wait?
Well, looks like we're gonna start jungling right now.
That's what the wait is.
We're gonna get a relatively standard start from both sides. They're both gonna Olaf on the red, Fiddle on the blue right now. And if you're Olaf right now, I would think that a good idea would be to rush towards the enemy side and do a quick counter jungle. But as I say that, they are going to go for the Krugs. Krugs is a little bit slow in my opinion, and especially with the team's composition like this, you're looking for a quick flash burn, and that's going to be the first hook from the Nautilus onto Lulu already. They're just going to trade some taps right now, but that is a good double up right there from Misfortune. There's a lot of damage, but look at Vayne going in right now. Misfortune already so low, and that's the flash burn, and that's an ignite going on to Vayne. Vayne has to slowly run away. Lulu's already rooted. She's slowly running away. She has her flash right now, holding on to it, being very disciplined. Just not getting first blood yet, but look at that! Double up, almost killing Vayne.
Everyone is still alive in the bot lane. Not sure how any of them really survived that, but okay, sure, it do be like that sometimes. And here we go, and that was almost first blood. I'm not sure why the Nautilus, wanted to roam up so far away, especially early game, knowing that your AD carry is gonna get hit so hard, and Spring TJP is almost lost his mount there. But so far, so good. Ooh, the Vital Point is not gonna land again this time by Streza.
As we can see here now the 3-minute mark. Both junglers are actually doing for a full clear of their jungle from the looks of it. And as we can see, Clegg going just a bit on the aggressive side, trying to set up for a gank with Olaf. Not working out too well, might have given it his attention away.
Yeah,
but Syndra's coming in right now, gonna say hi to Olaf.
But even if the debate wasn't there, a ward was, guarding around river, so would have been spotted anyway. Unfortunately, but hey, Syndra roamed up top lane, but didn't get anything out of that. But Svezda taking a tower shot from the looks of it, kind of unnecessary. But hey, I get it. Biscuit for the biscuit wanted to go for the point there. I forgot what it's called again. I literally just said it a while back.
For the vital point.
Yes, vital point. There we go. She does get another one, so that's gonna be doing a lot of damage on towards the Kled. Kled, getting knocked down slowly but surely. But his mount is gonna be up pretty soon, and Olaf has secured top side for Scuttle.
And as you can see here, it looks like both junglers are actually about to set up for a mid lane gang. As you can see, Olaf already going in right now. That's going to be a ice wall that's just not enough to isolate that Syndra right there. Just a little tiny gap that she could run away with. As we can see now on the map, Fiora actually forced to burn flash right there, seeing the Olaf saying, nope, I'm not risking it, taking a quick flash out. And as you can see, Fiddlesticks already is actually going for the counter jungle first. Olaf is slowly going to go to Raptors to, quickly clear out the jungle, whatever Fiddlesticks has not farmed yet. But Fiddle is actually going to get even more value out of this, as I believe once he is done with that Krugs, he might go visit bot lane real soon.
Yeah, real soon indeed. But so far in the bot lane, we have now in one. The Misfortune is actually ahead by 10 CS, so a wave difference. And in terms of poking wise, I don't know. I feel like Vamos does have an upper lead, especially in the early game. Lulu can only do so
Exactly, and you can see Vayne already getting caught by the hook right there. Ignite going on to Vayne. She's getting so low. They're going extra aggressive though. That's Fear going on to Nautilus right now, but they don't have enough damage. Vayne, what are you doing if you took...
Oh, the double up. If that Lulu shield was not there, the double up would have definitely have killed her.
That is something you should not do, especially against the Misfortune. The double up, the threat of the double up is just a little bit too high. Thank goodness they had a support in Ally who was quick enough to quickly give send picks over to give a shield. If you had a support with a slower response time than that, then that would definitely have been first blood.
That most definitely would have been first blood. I'm surprised.
This is something I'm just not liking right now from Sifia actually, which is their Vayne is actually going for really unnecessarily aggressive plays when the whole point of being a Vayne, especially in the early game, is to look for short skirmishes and get out. Like you're trying to proc to press the attack, you're trying to proc silver bullets. Once you do it, you're done. There's no reason for you to keep an extended fight. And the thing is, she keeps going for these aggressive trades and she's lucky enough not to have died yet.
It's just not cash money.
They're now like 3 waves down, and that's not worth it.
It is definitely not worth it. But speaking of waves down, we see top lane the Spring TJP. He has managed to freeze the top lane quite a little bit now, and up ahead in CS against the Fiora. Fiora is gonna manage to get him out of his mount, but granted, Fiora did back first. She did force the flash and whatnot, so Kled could have went back, recalled, reset a little bit, but no, he just wants to stay and farm a little bit. But now in one all alone, the Nautilus is still again caught roaming and could have been the death of the Misfortune, but she does have both of the summons up right now. Ooh, that is a ward.
And I believe so far in all the games we've seen from the last 2 days, this is I feel like this is I don't want to say the slowest game, but it's the game with the slowest first blood. It's almost 8 minutes into the game. We have not seen first blood yet. We've seen a lot of flash and a lot of trade burn, but nothing too crazy so far. Fiddlesticks is actually level 6 right now, and I think if you check, I think he might be doing Dragon actually.
Yep, he does look like he's doing Dragon, but they do know where the Olaf is, but Fiddlesticks from the looks of it is gonna get Dragon uncontested, free all for himself. But Spring TJP a little bit over aggressive, but Streza does have full HP, and the Dredge line not gonna land. Misfortune is already level 6, so in case it does land, to just press out a bullet time, kill him. Ooh, that is a lot of damage. Even if you try to debate that, Fiora's ultimate is already up and ready to, kill you with those vital points. So I'm not really sure why he's playing it overly aggressive when he can just reset, go back, come again another day, probably fight it even some more.
Exactly, as we can see on the top side skull right now, it is Olaf is actually planning to gank the top lane, and Fiddlesticks and Olaf are about to meet each other actually.
Yep, with Thunders, it looks like he's trying to go for an early aggression. And that is a double up, 250 damage early on to the face of Vayne. That's very painful.
That is indeed very painful, and that's the one thing when you have to watch out when you play against Misfortune, right? Which is positioning. A Misfortune kind of forces you to play out of position, so to speak, and that's perfect for a hook champion like Nautilus because the whole point of playing hook champions is to try and catch people out of position. And right now they've crit bottom wave. Looks like they're going to look for a rotate towards mid lane. We are finding Fiddlesticks is actually level 7 now, and we have not seen a gank from him yet. But look at this, Nautilus is getting ready in the mid lane.
Yep, but the thing is though, Minion Slayer does have cleanse up ready, and that is not going to land. That is Nautilus ultimate very, very early on. That is...
The hook comes in.
Oh, the hook is gonna land, but she is gonna get walled off, and that is the ultimate from Syndra. Not gonna be enough. A lot of summoners being blown, from Syndra. That was pretty cash money for Nautilus to gank up in the top mid lane. Managed to get the flash and the cleanse. all for nothing, just at the cost
And
of
that
an
was so
ignite.
unfortunate. We're gonna have a teleport on bot lane.
Yep,
Charge
that
already
is gonna
coming
be
in from
a
Fed right now, but so
four-man
far Bane is staying alive. She's managed to tumble up, but she gets hooked again. She is half HP right now. She's trying to go against the Olaf, and she gets first blood. That's gonna be 2 kills in favor for Sifia already. Fiora's coming in. She's trying to get a vital point. She's forced to flash away. Kled already getting his mom back right now. Another flash from Lulu again. It's gonna be a 2-4-0 trade in favor for Sifia Gaming.
Yo, that was just very, very unfortunate timing, but the teleport was very good early on, but it's just they didn't expect Lulu's ultimate to be that big of a game changer, because like that, I mean, Vayne took a lot of damage, stalled enough so that the Fiora managed to teleport in time, and that was a 4-man gank bot lane as well, so
That was
pretty
essentially a
cash money.
4-man gang bot lane, yeah.
It was like what, a 4 versus 3, but the XPR did manage to win that fight, even though they did that right now. Like what? 11 minutes in, and both teams are relatively even in terms of gold. So far so good.
Yeah, that was just really unfortunate for Vamos, I think, because that was a very good engage. But it looks like they're going to go for another engage at bot lane again, as they've overextended this time. They know that Vayne actually has those spells this time, and Flash going in, trying to secure the kill. But look at Olaf, you're saying, all right, you got us last time. I'm going to kill you this time. I don't care if I fall in the turret. This is hashtag worth.
It is going to be hashtag worth for him. He did get a double kill. I think so. Good amount of gold too, even though he did die to the turret. But still, pretty cash money. The assist did went to Nautilus as well. Worked out well either way. A lot of shared bounty.
And you know what? That was just basically overextension by Sifia, the bot lane of Sifia. You know, you already know that the enemy spawn. You know, there's about 10 seconds that you can stay once they respawn, and after that, staying any longer is going to be too long. And that is such a shame. The Crow Storm wasted by Fiddlesticks right there. The first Crow Storm so far, and there is no bite. We're gonna have to wait 3 more minutes before we see another play like that again.
But Fiddlesticks playing very aggressive, trying to invade and counter jungle a little bit more. But Olaf did manage to spot them out before, so he might be ready for this. Misfortune is getting ready for the rotate. Did manage to ward it out. Who knows? Might be able to spot the Fiddlesticks, but they did find him anyway, leading towards his bottom side of the jungle. Top lane has just been like dead. I feel like the kill from Fiora early on made it a little bit harder on Kled now, and he's just trying to stomp on Kled even more, chasing up in CS2.
And so far, that one kill that Fiora got actually allows her to be even with the Kled at last. I don't think the gold difference is significant at this point.
Yeah, not really.
Between both top lasers anyway. It is, I believe, it is 13 minutes into the game. 2 kills in favor, 2 to 3. But actually, we have a bot lane engaged right now. Vayne going in, getting the 3 hits already, and that's going to be a slow on to the Misfortune. They do get the kill, they do get the shutdown goal, but there is 3 people there, and that's going to be a counter kill. That's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor for Vamos. That was actually a really good engage to realize that Misfortune was alone and that they could go all in. But, the one thing I will say is that
why is Misfortune alone?
Vision is actually lacking because the amount of times they've gotten in trouble because of their lack of vision. That's the second death that the bot lane has occurred together, and that's all because of lack of vision.
Because I feel like not just that. Vision control from Vamos has been pretty well too, which they've been sweeping out a lot, especially Nautilus. You can see the vision scores. There is a little bit of a difference. It's probably why you can see they do. Vamos does have good control over their bot, over Xpia's bot side jungle, so makes it a little bit more better for them. And Anivia with the blue buff, she's gonna be pushing like a monster.
As you can see here, Fiora's going to go on a solo adventure. She realizes that might not be such a good idea. And you know what? We agree with that in this way. Look at this again. Vayne once again trying to go aggressive, and this time she's going to walk out. Hopefully he's learning a lesson. As we can see top lane right now, Fiora going for an aggressive 1v1, but the riposte is actually not going to land a stun onto the Kled. And look at that tumble forward. That is just so risky.
She really wants to be risking a lot of it from the looks of it. And there we go. The dredge line is going to land on towards the Lulu. Lulu's gonna get rooted and booted. But no, here we go again. The Vayne is gonna, you know, push forward. She even flashed forward to that. Now one is gonna be taking a lot of damage. Will that be enough? Nope. That is the ultimate from Lulu trying to save him, and that is a shutdown on towards the Syndra and a double kill on towards the Vayne. Here we go again. That was a beautiful push, a beautiful fight played by bot lane's Xpia, as well as the, like, what was that, like 3-man gang top lane?
That was definitely a 3-man gang top lane. The Fiddlesticks ulti coming back up, and they set up for a dive in the top lane. And the thing about what's happening right now is that Vayne finally gets rewarded for her really aggressive plays. There was still a lot of situations that could have went wrong. I do think Misfortune made a mistake in trying to step forward and trying to secure the kill onto onto Vayne. But besides that, you know, like, bot lane has been taking so many risks. I mean, I am aware that, you know, Vayne Lulu is not the strongest of bot lane early game, right? But to play that risky, to forward tumble into a Nautilus, that is really asking for death. Like, they may be ahead right now, but I'm really, really worried that this might cost them a team fight later on. As we can see now, it is 16.5 minutes into the game. We have 11 kills total, 4-7. Sifia finally having a slight advantage. Only 1,000 gold lead, actually.
Yeah. A gold lead is still a gold lead. Go on.
Now, the problem with the gold advantage right now that Sifia has is that it's kind of spread out amongst everyone, which is not too bad, actually. And most of it is concentrated on Vayne, which is a super good news. But the problem is, if your Vayne is making really, really aggressive and risky plays, then once your Vayne's dead, your gold advantage is 0. Right? And in terms of Vamo's case, all of their gold advantage is on the Olaf, actually. Everyone else actually does not have a kill. So if Olaf can't pick up anybody to give extra kills towards his team, they are going to hurt in team fights soon.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because like the only ones with kills is going to be the Olaf. Even if you think about assists, it's just the bot lane where he went to fight at. So that's not even like a lot. Not really cash money, but you know, who knows, and that is going to be Vayne.
Coming in from Vayne right now. She's going really aggressive, and look, she's going to quickly step back as the bot lane duo from Vamos is actually going to quickly retreat, not wanting to try whether they can survive this round again.
Yeah, they did it before. They lost twice, so you know, let's not do it again. It's not going to be worth it, but Kled is trying to make for the push towards Rift Herald, but realize, yo, there's 3 people there. We might just have to contest it, and so far, I feel like Xpia has been winning these fights. What I said before with Vamos have been winning like the fights between these two, but so far this might be the first, not the first time, one of the times where Xpia might win against Vamos in the history of the League of Legends tournaments that we have conducted.
As you can see here, Vayne realizing that Nautilus walked away, immediately going super aggressive, forcing Misfortune to burn flash right there. She is going for the kill. She's trying to get it. She does get it, but that might be a little bit just too risky for my own liking. As we can see here, Anivia is going to steal the blue buff. And what did you think about that?
I feel like Vayne could have just stopped at the moment where Misfortune flashed, because, you know, hey, she flashed it, it's worth it. And, you know, Vayne did not blow anything during that fight as well, right? Not even the ultimate, so might as well relax and just, you know.
And this wasn't worth it for me. Just look at that. But with her death, they enabled Vamos to actually take Dragon. As we can see, Fiddlesticks preparing for his ultimate right now. He actually manages to get the fear, but he's not going to get too much. As we see a spy fight right now, he actually steals it. The missed time from Amy right there. That is not going to go very well right now. The team fight is in chaos. Fiddlesticks is actually going to die. Olaf might have killed himself by jumping back in right now. It is a 2-for-2 or 2-for-3 trade so far. Donna is just walking around. He's like, all right, I'm going to just go bloop, bloop, bloop around. And right now we have Lulu just dying to that quick buckshot from the clay right now. And Anivia managing to capture.
Ooh, that double up doing a lot of damage.
Forward.
Whoa.
I'm dying for that. This is what I mean with all these aggressive plays not working out too well. Overall, it is going to be a 4-for-3 exchange in favor of Vamos. but I feel like that team fight could have gone so much cleaner in so many different ways.
And I feel like in that team fight, one, Vayne literally walked inside of the glacial trap. Two, by the time Misfortune was there, he didn't use her bullet time. But the double up alone managed to like took Vayne like what 25% off of her health. And like the rest of them, I think C9 Snipe managed to get the kill on that one or like an assist. They just wiped him out. And Strezza was the only one left. I thought it looked pretty grim for Vamos' side, especially early on the team fight with everyone getting crow stormed and whatnot, but no, it actually worked out very, very well on their favor.
Yeah, the only really unfortunate thing about that whole fight is that it would have been even more even more in favor for Vamos actually if they did not mistime that smite. Amy went for that smite onto the dragon, and unfortunately, if I saw correctly, the dragon was left with like 40 HP, and then Fiddlesticks took the smite in. So that was just a small unfortunate, mistime in the damage towards dragon. But there's not much you can do about it, right? If it's a fail smite, it's a fail smite. You got to try better again next time. 22 minutes into the game now, basically, and we are getting more action so far. As much as I like the action so far, I would say that the action hasn't been as clean as I would like it. Like we like the hard and dirty team fights. When everything is just full chaos. But when the team fights are a bit messy, like they feel sloppy and it doesn't look good. It's like everyone's dishing damage, but it's so spread out and unfocused that you don't know why they're winning or why they're not winning.
From the looks of it, it might be a full five-man rotate towards the bot lane. Fiora is the only one trying to push there, but no one from Vamos is replying up in the top lane. So good rotations from Vamos. Just let's leave mid lane, and that is gonna be Strezza all alone, and she is gonna parry the damage from Kled's ultimate, but she is gonna make it out of there alive, and that is Storm gonna land, and that is gonna be a dead Olaf, and that is C9 Snipe caught in the middle of everything, and that is when he is gonna get another kill, and no! 7 Eternals just gonna yoink it out of there. That's mine now. But hey, that was like what? A 2 for 1 turret top, 1 turret. I can't math.
That is that's 2 kills and 1 turret each, right?
Yes,
but
that
so
is
far it's
not
just
money.
going not good for Vamos right now.
It might be 2 turrets
Sifia
now.
is in the lead.
They are definitely in the lead. And right now, I'm not sure where Vamos' headspace is trying, because I feel like whenever it comes to team fighting, they've always been either spread out or just like not working together in general. It looks like that in a way. I'm not sure.
You can see Nautilus forcing his ultimate there to keep himself alive, and the Dredge line actually hooking onto a wall. He is going to save himself right now, and look at that Kled going super aggressive. He doesn't have his ultimate. He is already dismounted, but look at the re-engage from Vamos right now. They're going to get Vayne right away, and that's going to be 2 more kills just right off the bat.
That
Things
is
just went really wrong for
very cash money for Vamos. They manages to get the kill on towards not only the hyper carry Vayne, but as well as the jungler. So from the looks of it, it might be a free uncontested Baron. They still have 5-man. Granted, Wind Thunders is very, very low. Amy is, the one trying to tank it out a little bit. But hey, there is the other carry of the game. That is the Fiora trying to push in. Misfortune just trying to zone her away. Baron at 3k HP. Looks like it's going to be free. No one is going to contest it. And Fiora is going to get stunned. Dredge line is going to land. And that is another kill for the Olaf. Woo, that might have been game.
It's too early to call game right now. We can see that Vamos actually found a good engage, realized there was a good opportunity to go back in, and went for it. And I do like their Baron call. They recognize that they have just enough resources to do a Baron. I don't think I would have called that Baron just because, if you don't feel that game instinct, you don't feel it, right? But second Mountain Dragon's going to go towards Sifia Gaming right away. It's not going to be too bad with the Baron buff right now. Vamos for Vamos, it means the game is not over yet.
I mean game as in that is the turning point of the game that Vamos probably needed. That's what I meant. Not game as in, oh, they're gonna win. My bad.
You gotta choose your words carefully, Fred. There.
Yeah.
But this is the problem I have with Sifia. Honestly, this game so far, which is they're always getting caught in very unfavorable positions, and half the time it is because Vayne is going too forward for a push.
And here we go again. That is going to be a full three. No, not full. That's like a four-man push in the mid lane. Fiora is the only one dealing with the Kled up in the top lane. And the thing is, the Kled does have teleport as well as Fiora. So in case the fight does break out, that's going to be a full-on TP. But rotations from Vamos is happening. A couple of members from Xpia is going to reset back. They do have no one pushing in the bot lane, even though they have Baron buff on them. So probably just, mismanagement of resources there. Probably could have done a 1-3-1 and trying to push all of the other lanes.
Oh, I definitely agree with you. I would definitely have loved to see a 1-3-1. But they also realized that Sifia is actually really good in terms of combat
now in
potential.
one.
So they don't
Probably
let
going
them
to be the
spread too
first
far.
one getting caught. He is dealing with Crow Storm there. And yo, 7 Eternal, the match is being split up. And that is going to be the first steal out towards Sprinky TP. C9 Snipe is going to get the Syndra. And that is a dead Fiddle as well. Ooh, okay. We see you, Streza, but won't be enough. She is going to go down. That is another 4-4-1. Vamos doing their thing. It looked like it was going to be the death of Vamos, but no, everybody else rotated the first time. And I feel like the Fiddlesticks...
I don't understand that engage at all.
I know! Fiddlesticks was just trying to look for a pick.
On top of Vamos right now. If you wanted to make a play like that, just wait for 2 more minutes. Wait till the Baron buff is off so that they do not have these combat advantages, and then maybe you can actually win a team fight.
And
the necessary engage from Fiddlesticks onto only one member. Sure, it was unfortunate they did not get the kill onto Misfortune.
They did,
but it didn't change the fact that they got turned around on.
Yeah, it was a 1-4-4. It was definitely not worth it because they know Vayne was already pushing down in the bot lane, and like the rest of XP was still the rest of Vamos was still there, around hovering on top of like mid and their jungle. So the decision of them, like Fiddlesticks hopping in and fighting there, was like a little bit.
Oh, it was definitely very questionable. There's no doubt about it.
And from the looks of it, they are throwing their lead, slower and slower. If you look at the goal lead, like before this, a couple of minutes before, it was dead even, and right now they are up by like what? That is like 5-6k ahead of Xpia, and Xpia had 3 dragons too on their belt. So it's just
exactly with 2 mountain dragons, they should be way harder to kill. But you can just see that the mountain dragons right now actually not doing too much. Although, as we say that, the next dragon that spawned is going to be the mountain dragon soul. So Vamos definitely do not want to give Sifia the dragon soul, because that is going to give an extra armor bonus, extra effective health bonus onto Sifia, and for all we know, that little difference in extra HP could be all Sifia needs to actually win the team fight.
Even though the Fiora is the only one pushing top lane, she does have teleport up, so if a fight does break out, it's still gonna be okay for Exit, but no, she's just gonna go recall, and Wind Thunders he's not gonna get caught. So far so good. The siege bot lane has begun. Mid lane is gonna be pushing in Vamos' favor, and the turret is gonna go down very, very quickly. Vamos is just trying to look for something to do here. A lot of them being split up behind, and no one's gonna try and engage on that. That is the Glacial Shroud. Just like, y'all ain't gonna get this. That was a very tactical play by them as well. Push down bot lane, shove, mid lane waves is already pushing up. Dragon is gonna be spawning up in like what, 40 something seconds? Let's take that. They can't do anything else.
It's spawning in about 15 seconds right now.
15 seconds.
And they do realize that the dragon play is going to be next. You can see they're going to set up a brush of death right now. But look at that charge from the Kled, trying to go in, trying to catch somebody, but things are not going too well. That's a flash ultimate from the Nautilus right there, and they're going to actually catch Fiora. And if Fiora is going to die here, there's not much. Sorry,
Fiora
Sifia
is
can do
still
anymore.
alive, but yo, that is gonna be the Vayne trying to find and re-engage, but that is a little bit too dangerous. A lot of no, not a lot, a couple of ultimates, two ultimates have been blown by Wind Thunders, and you know what, yo, this didn't work out. We're gonna take Dragon, it's not gonna be worth it. And yo, that was just, I wouldn't say a misplay, but that's just a bit greedy for them to try and, you know, flash and everything for that. And oh, the Vayne is gonna get stuck. That is gonna be the Dreadnought trying to flash out of there, but there is the wall there. You can't do anything about that. And Kled is gonna get Ali very, very low, and he is gonna get pulled in. That is gonna be another kill. And Stray's a 1 versus 4. One man is dead. And oh my goodness, now in one, dealing the damage. C9 Snipe is gonna go gold, as well as that is the failed flash. And a double kill for now in one.
That is 2 failed flashes, and that is a overzealous Vayne right there. This is what I said earlier in the game. I said with the extremely forward positioning of Vayne, it's gonna cost them the game. And this just gave away the entire dragon fight. And they are gonna get the second Baron for free now because of this.
Yo, the failed flashes was a bit heck, I feel, and here we go. Free uncontested Baron frontal. No one's gonna try and take it. It's still there. They don't even have. They can certainly try.
Look at that bullet time from his part. It's like, all right, we're gonna speed this up.
Might as well. They're not gonna even try to contest it. So let's go.
That is just so heartbreaking to see from Sifia. Actually, if you think about it, Sifia was so ahead in the early game. Things were actually going right for them, albeit with a few asterisks, where we're saying that Vayne was over forward, and now we can finally see that the over eagerness is actually costing them one mistake too many. The next team fight, for all we know, the next team fight is going to decide everything. It's going to decide the game ultimately.
Yep.
Right now, we can see that it is already 32 minutes in the game. This is definitely one of our longer games right now.
Yeah.
We have 37 kills off the board, so about a kill a minute. Not too bad. But once again, Vamos has the Baron buff, and all Vamos needs to do now is play textbook League of Legends. Ball lane inhibitor is down. All you need to do is go for 1-4 split push. You have members who can solo the Fiora already. So Kled can just go to top lane alone. There's no reason for you to push bot right now. All they need to do is go for 1-4 push, break the middle turret, go for the inhibitor breaks, and hopefully get all 3 inhibitors before the Baron buff expires.
And then having that Anivia with you is just like, pretty disgusting. And that is going to be a little bit...
That should be the turret down for them.
Yeah.
I do not understand why Miss Fortune was actually standing so far at the back right there, but that definitely is going to be the second inhibitor. Inhibitor down already. And they are protecting their minions as they are trying to take down the turrets as fast as they can. That's the first second turret down. And Sifia is going to go for
and that is going to be the Vayne stun.
But look at your Vayne getting caught once again.
And that is going to be the Crow Storm. It is going to land. He is going to go gold, but not doing a lot. Glacial Storm as well as Bullet Time. Doing a lot of damage trying to dash out of there. But an Ice Wall. Nah. You ain't going to get out of there alive. Woo, minions. It does get Wind Thunders, but against 4 other people, you're going to die. And that is going to be GG. Another game, another W for Vamos against Xphere Gaming. Yo, Xphere, they haven't been able to beat Vamos yet. They did manage to get a lead with Vayne, like leading so hard early game, but I think
they defeated themselves this game.
Can you say that again?
I think they defeated themselves this game. I felt like they actually had the control for early game, which is something they shouldn't have had, considering how their team dynamic goes. They are such a late game team that they shouldn't have won the early game.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they did and did not manage to convert that into anything meaningful was just so unfortunate. But either way, we can't just talk about Sifia all day, right? We have
Yeah.
to say Vamos did very, very well.
Yes,
They
they
actually,
did.
despite falling off early game, Olaf did make lots of good ganks to try and get a few members ahead, despite him ending up getting all the kills for himself instead. But I will say that the macro play and the charge coming in from Kled has been pretty beneficial, right?
Yep.
And the team's decision, the Anivia is actually pretty crucial in this team composition. Half the time we can see that a lot of team fights were decided from a well placed Anivia wall or a very well placed Glacial Shroud from Anivia, which just prevented Sifia members from coming into the fight forcing them to deal with Anivia right away. And the amount of time she bought was more than enough for Olaf, Misfortune, and Kled to finish their business and turn around for another kill.
I feel like the underdog for like the unsung MVP for Vamos is most definitely gonna be the Anivia. As you said, the well-timed glacial walls and whatnot got them the dub. And before we head out into a short break, we'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors, The Box, Montwater, Rasachira Cafe, and Hattech College. You would also not forget to thank the main sponsor for this evening, Esports Association Brunei. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit tight. We're gonna head on into a short break before we continue on to the next matches, and be right back.
Tapsilog is a traditional Filipino cuisine. It's also one of Rasacheria Cafe's signature dishes. It is prepared by using thin slices of meat and curing them with salt and spices as a preservation method. Now I usually prefer my tapsilogs crispy, just like how Loma makes it back home.
At first, we had an idea of creating retail space, but the idea evolved to something more value and character, which is evident inside and all around the box. And that's how the box was created. At the heart of the box is collaboration. We want to bring communities together through exciting events, which is great value for our tenants and for tourism industry as well. That's what it is all about here at The Box, connecting people in this vibrant ecosystem. Thriving together.
Tapsilog is a traditional Filipino cuisine. It's also one of Rasicheria Cafe's signature dishes. It is prepared by using thin slices of meat and curing them with salt and spices as a preservation method. Now I usually prefer my tapsilogs crispy, just like how Lolo makes it back home.
At first, we had an idea of creating retail space, but the idea evolved to something more value and character, which is evident inside and all around the box. And that's how the box was created. At the heart of the box is collaboration. We want to bring communities together through exciting events, which is great value for our tenants and for tourism industry as well. That's what it is all about here at The Box, connecting people in this vibrant ecosystem.
welcome back everyone to the Weekend Warriors X ESB League of Legends hashtag Stay Home Online Tournament. I am your commentator Kai, who will be replacing Z for the rest of the game this evening. And yeah, I'm joined by Coco. How's it going, buddy?
I'm still here? Oh my god.
Yeah, you're still here. Alright, so this is match number 13? Yes, match number 13 between DTYT and Team Insight.
Could you remind me if this is an elimination match or are they in the winner's bracket?
This is the elimination match. If one of them loses, they are out of the tournament.
Perfect. So we're gonna see them fight to the death. That's exactly what we want. Yes, we can see the infamous set bet has been pretty prevalent so far in all of our games.
Mhm. For DTYT, I think those are pretty standard bans so far. The Vladimir, the Syndra may be targeted, maybe not.
A woman's left
Yep, the Evelyn ban coming in so far. These are definitely target bans. You don't see Evelyn too often, not in a lot of games you play.
Yeah. So they must have some insight. Get it? Insight knowledge on the enemy team, huh?
Get your dad jokes out of here, man.
I seem to
You're
activate
lucky
the
we're
dad
on
joke
home
over
arrest,
here.
or else I'd be going to your house and smack some sense into you.
I dare you. Actually, don't. Stay home. Everyone
Nah, man,
should stay home and watch our games.
Don't play their games. That's a bad idea.
Not right now, at least. Alright, so we see DTYT has picked up the Leona pretty early.
Yeah, the other lock-in, really early lock-in, allows, I would say, Insight to look for a few counter picks if they are looking for a support counter pick, or that is going to be a Lee Sin secure, actually.
Mm-hmm. I've read some statistics and like they've said Lee Sin is now like god tier in the jungle. Especially lately, at least. Yeah. Okay, so Maokai picked up by Team Insight, possibly going top lane, and Ornn, which I think is Zweihander Blue's staple top laner too, being picked for DTYT, as well as the Morgana.
Yep, the Morgana pick coming in. That is actually going to be interesting. So we are definitely going to see a telegraph Morgana mid. I would say I am not a fan of the way the draft is going so far, just because when you do pick and ban phase, right? It's kind of like playing 3D chess. It's not 3D, just 2D chess, right? You're playing mind games. You're forcing the opponent to think about things. And if you picked in a Morgana first, then people would safely assume it's a support Morgana, and you could save the Leona till the last, because the moment you pick Morgana as a support, you don't really see a Leona coming in, just because Morgana thwarts the engage of a Leona with the spell shield in itself. And this would cause your opponent to go into a false sense of security, saying, all right, we're going to counterpick a Morgana support, and then you bring out the Leona, right? So you cause them to waste a pick, so to speak.
Right. Yeah. So which begs the question of whether they're just picking for the sake of picking who they want, or do they have some dastardly plan in mind for us here?
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, really. At this point, we're going to see some more interesting bats. We have not seen the ADC pick, nor have we seen the jungle pick for DTYT. And on the side of Insight right now, we are just missing... I believe we are missing a mid and top lane pick. We do not know where that Maokai will go.
Oh,
but
yep,
from
support.
the way they played, it's good. No, it's definitely going to be Maokai support. And they really love that Poppy top.
Yes, they do. We've seen them run the Poppy top quite often this tournament. See Caitlyn being picked for DTYT, and now for the jungler, I believe. Wait. Oh. Does my big brain tell me that this is gonna be a Morgana jungle?
Let's see.
It could be a Morgana jungle, it could be an Ornn jungle, but you know what? I I'm just secretly hoping it's a Leona jungle.
Leona jungle. Oh,
Now,
the
look at
Blanc.
Insight has actually locked in that LeBlanc being really scary yesterday, actually, with the LeBlanc being super, super commanding and taking over the game, actually, just being
Yeah,
unchecked right now.
yeah.
I'm actually really interested to see this jungle pick from DTYT. Logically speaking, you would say it's a jungle. Jungle Morgana is very feasible, but
Mhm.
my heart wants a jungle Leona.
But the more plausible thing here might be the Morgana jungle more so than anything, because they rebuff, not really buff, but like re-added the whole more damage to minion things with her W, right? Correct me if I'm wrong here, sir.
Um, not too. I think they did, but those are minion damage. That's not monster damage.
Oh right, yeah, fair
So
enough.
just like how yesterday, or is it 2 days ago, a lot of people were talking about Kane buffs, right? The
Mm-hmm.
only buff that was done to Kane that is significant for his jungling was the slow buff, which means that his ganking efficiency will be even better. But a lot of the changes so far have been like fine-tuned towards lane minions only or monsters only.
Okay.
So I don't think that I don't think that Morgana actually has a significant buff from a jungle clear, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Okay, what do you think of Insight's team comp though, in
I
comparison
see,
to
and
QRT's?
actually, if you look at Inside Steam Comp, if I'm not mistaken, this is almost identical to the team comp that they played last time. I think the only difference this round is actually their jungler.
Mm-hmm. The decent. Yep.
I need production to tell me on yesterday's match of Insight, but I'm pretty sure it was definitely a LeBlanc mid, a Poppy top. I don't remember the jungler anymore, but I do believe it was a Zayad's Maokai bot lane as
Yeah.
well, or a Tristana Maokai bot lane. I can't remember at this point.
Mm, I do distinctly remember
I do
Tristana Bomb
remember a
during that
Tristana.
game.
I just don't remember
Yeah.
which team it was on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
way, they're running a relatively similar comp where they have a lot of tanky people, and they're really engage heavy. No, engage is not the word. They're catch heavy, right? If someone's
Mm-hmm.
out of position, Maka can go in, LeBlanc can go for an all-in. We have Lee
They
Sin who can
is
go in for the
another team.
Dragon's Rage, or we can have Poppy who goes
Put
for
your braille
the
breath
heroic charge.
somewhere else.
Was it heroic charge? Well, he goes for dash, right? And he gets
Yeah.
into
The
a stun.
E. Yeah.
And the thing about Poppy right now is that her steadfast presence is actually going to prevent Ornn, Leona, and Caitlyn from using their dashes, from using their escapes. Right.
Yes.
In this case,
Mm-hmm.
Leona and Ornn are going to lose their engages, and Caitlyn is going to lose an escape. This is assuming, of course, that Poppy is going to walk into the team. But let's just take a bit of look at the matchup so far, and I will say that if we are seeing a Morgana jungle, if I as Team Insight, I think it would be smart to at least try and look for a counter jungle, because definitely um unique jungle picks, right, tend to
Mm-hmm.
be effective mid to late game, but the early jungling is deeply affected because they don't really have great clear speeds, or they don't have good 1v1 combat styles, right? For
Right.
example, Morgana is a good example of this, right? If you find a Morgana and you are a champion like Lee Sin, the moment you dodge the dark binding from Morgana, as long as you stay outside of the dark pool, then you can actually just auto attack Morgana to death.
Yep.
And in an ideal world, we would see the Lee Sin going for some really aggressive plays and hopefully going for a counter jungle or two.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. And production has gotten back to us. It was a Twitch AD carry and a set jungle
See,
for
we
the.
were really close.
Yeah.
Yes, but the Twitch AD carry definitely was. I remember now. That Twitch AD carry was really beautiful, and that's the dangerous part about a composition like that. Sure, they do not have something as scary as a Twitch, but
Mhm.
a Morgana is just equally scary because you could be laning and minding your own business, and all of a sudden, a dark binding comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. And the dark binding, at least in my humble opinion, has a surprisingly longer range than you'd think. More often than not.
Oh, definitely.
Yep. Vroom vroom. Yes. All right. So while we are in this loading screen, I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors, The Box, Smart Water, Rasachiria Cafe, and Hot Tech College. Also, not forgetting to thank the main sponsors for this evening, Esports Association Brunei. That's ESB.bn on Instagram. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. Weekend Warriors. Oh no, is it .bn or just bn? I am a bad
Oh
remember
dear.
of things right now. Chat. I mean, Xena Rift. Mod in chat. Help me out. Psst.
You
But yeah.
work for this company. You're in trouble, mate.
I just for some reason I'm blanking out right now. Is all. But yeah, follow us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch, and yeah. Oh, like us on Facebook. Yes, that too. But yeah, ad thing done. Woo. Okay, so and I've been told that there is a dot, so it's weekendwarriors.bn. He's eating ruffles. Thanks, mods, for for being there. Yeah. All right. We have now loaded into the game. Allow me once again to take the spotlight to get to the team rundown. We have Zweihander Blue on the Orn top. Areep was the NS HS as the Leona support. Boost for Noobs as the Morgana jungle. Jonathan as the Oriana mid, and Rainhead as the Caitlyn AD carry for Team DTYT. Oh, hold up.
30 seconds until
Looks
Wait a
like they
minute.
are going to go for a very cheeky level 1 engage right now.
Huh.
And this is the thing, you have to recognize what level 1 strengths you have. And especially with the Leona early game, the stun landing, and if they are going for the risky play, they will have Morgana should not have any points in any skill right now. She would be preparing for a Q if she sees anybody, or a W if they don't. And you can see right now
the
they
stun?
get the flash stun right now, and the dark binding comes out, and that's going to be a very, very quick first blood onto Maokai.
Very nicely done there. Very quick, very quick.
That's a very quick, efficient kill, and I believe the best part about this is that Caitlyn actually has the kill, which means
Yeah.
that although it is unfortunate that they cannot convert this into into an early game advantage, the first recall they are going to get, their BF sword about, I would say, about 1 minute
much.
ahead, and that is
Yeah.
going to make a big difference.
Very much so. Yep. Look at that. That's actually a pretty good Morgana clear.
Well, of course. Well, the thing is, when you have your whole team helping you do the clear, anyone can jungle at this point. Really, it's about how fast can you jungle, especially for the first 2.5 minutes.
All right.
But we can see here that it's going to be a standard route. Actually, Morgana going for the red buff instead of a blue buff start. I guess just mostly because they started on the blue side.
Yeah.
And with the Hunter Talisman, really, it allows almost virtually any jungler, any champion to play in the jungle role. And I'm a bit more interested here in the Lee Sin's pathing right now. He's not opting to go for an invade. He's actually going to go to his wolves. I kind of disagree with this because generally you know that a level 1, level 2 Morgana is quite weak. If as long as you dodge the dark binding for the Morgana, you have almost nothing to worry about.
Right.
But anyway, you can see a quick skirmish at the bot lane. Nothing up too much happening. So far, 3 minutes into the game,
Ooh.
the most damage we've seen exchanged so far is in the mid lane, Oriana against LeBlanc. And this is something I'm actually a little bit surprised. I did not expect LeBlanc to take so much damage so early in this matchup. Usually, you expect Oriana to have control of the lane, but she wouldn't be able to dish out that much damage to LeBlanc. So I'm assuming that LeBlanc has been really aggressive and just not getting her skill shots in as often as Oriana.
Oh, and we have panned all over to the blue side shop. Production team.
Production crew, if you would stop eating your ruffles and please show us real gameplay.
Yes. Bring us back to the gameplay, please. Why are we stuck here? Hold up. We're back. What a
anyway,
play
back
from
to
the
the game.
Nexus.
We are 4 minutes into the game. Nothing too much happening right now, which is really, really, really weird in my opinion. We have a Morgana jungle. Morgana doing her best right now, just trying to get a decent clear of the jungle. And we actually have not seen a Lee Sin gang. It's been 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And no Lee Sin gangs. I'm just really surprised by this.
And he opted to go back, get his full chilling smite. What is the item called? Ooh. See, we see that Poppy. What is that ability called? The W? Preventing the knockup from the Orn. Ooh.
As we can see, Poppy actually going for the 1v1 trade right now. Brittle actually knocking Poppy back, not allowing her to go in for the kill. Both champions are going to quickly retreat for now. And this is where I am questioning Lee Sin's tactic, right? Lee Sin is doing Krugs, sure he is, but I think that the moment that happened, he should abandon it and quickly go for a top lane gank right now. Morgana is actually back, and this is a pristine time. But look, there's so much time just being spent, and they're going for another quick trade again. Sure, Ornn is really low right now, but look at that Lee Sin pathing. He is actually not going to top lane.
Yeah, quite a wasted opportunity right now, especially with how low he is. Well, he will go
I
do
don't
his
really know
chickens.
what's going on with team. I believe this is Insight.
Yeah,
I don't
Team
know
Insight.
if they're communicating that Ornn is really low. Just come in, burn his flash, just do something, right? Because this is weird for me. It's been 5.5 minutes. I haven't seen a gank, and it's a jungle Lee Sin. And it's a jungle Lee Sin and a jungle Morgana. These two
Yeah.
are champions that are there to catch people with skill shots, and they are farming the jungle.
Yeah. Morgana, understandable, but the Lee Sin, who's finally counter jungling. They're both actually counter jungling each other a little bit here, trying to find where they each other are.
Well, they definitely
fight
should know that
happening.
Morgana is in their jungle right now because breaking that orb, scrying orb is definitely going to reveal your location. And we can see both of them are just taking each other grounds, going to a vertical jungle. It's 6 minutes into the game. We haven't seen a single gank from both junglers. What is going on?
I know, right? But they are pinging. Morgana is pinging that she's on the way because they're engaged by Leona. Flash Dark Binding. And
And that is
Maokai will
going to
get
the
taken
kill
down.
onto the Maokai.
It was very, very nice on the Leo on this part. And meanwhile, top lane.
Not managing to get the kill right there. Ornn forced to burn the flash. And I feel like that gang at top lane should have come way, way long time ago.
Yeah.
And you can see bot lane for sorry, I can't remember. DTYT, they
DTYT,
actually
yeah.
being rewarded for their aggressiveness. Morgana did land that Dark Binding to get that kill onto bot lane, and that is going to give them a free uncontested dragon. And as you can see, Ornn is actually trying to demand this, but the good steadfast from Poppy means that Ornn cannot go for a knockup, and Lee Sin finally coming back for the engage, almost gets the kill right there, but the smite is going to make sure that he cannot get the kill onto Poppy.
A little too early on the queue there, Ornn. I mean, too late. Yeah. Whew. But while all that was happening, the Morgana did manage to secure the dragon, and that is an early mountain drake for them as well. Pretty good. This
The
might kill
mountain
you.
dragon is going to be a detriment for the Ornn because it is bad enough that he just barely lost to Poppy just now, but the mountain dragon is actually going to give them just the extra stats, the extra defensive stats. It's going to make a big difference in their trade.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
realized, is that the new FPX Lee Sin skin?
That is definitely the new FPX Lee Sin skin, but I don't really want to talk about it right now because I haven't really seen anything from Lee Sin, man. I'm slightly disappointed. Let's be honest here.
I mean, he's on his way to blue buff, so no. Oriana did spot him out because there was a ward there, I think. Yeah, in the little bush. Yeah. Still nothing going on by Lee Sin there. We are 8 minutes into the game. A 1k gold lead for... Not really a 1k too. Like,
It's almost.
Almost.
It's like a 500. It's a 500
500.
gold lead
yeah.
at this point. And we look at the gold differences right so far, and it's such a minor gold difference, and that's just because not only have we not seen a lot of action actually, but the most of the gold difference is actually probably Caitlyn has maybe like 300 gold extra, 400 gold extra from that first blood, and
Yeah.
then Lee Sin getting a kill over there, but there's not enough for a significant advantage yet.
hmm And Caitlyn, they're not paying attention to where the feathers are getting rooted and getting dealt a lot of damage, and LeBlanc will miss a lot of her damage there. Yikes. Kind of goes to show that I think because the Rihanna is able to capitalize on the fact that she's missing her abilities, she's also receiving tons of damage from her ball. Oh, Morgana's in the alcove right now, top lane. Setting up for a possible gank. Nope, we'll just be backing off because she's basically just wasting her time. Kind of triggered watching that LeBlanc 2BH. Well, we can't all be gods. Am I right, chat?
You're definitely right. As you can see, top lane again going for another engage. This time, Poppy does not have the W ring available, but she's gonna have a well-timed ultimate to say, you know what? If you're gonna knock me out, I'm gonna knock you away too.
Yeah. Okay.
LeBlanc right now going in for a very offensive play, getting a decent trade onto them right now, but that's the Dragon Rage from Lee Sin, finding something happening. And Caitlyn is actually not going to escape in time, and that's going to be a kill going on for bot lane right now. And we see that Orianna is forced to burn both the Barrier and the Flash, narrowly avoiding death.
That is... Here comes the action, I guess, because that was a good bit of that. They got a kill onto the Caitlyn, which went to the Maokai, right? Went to the Maokai?
It definitely went to the Maokai.
Yeah. Not too bad, I guess. But the LeBlanc is activating. She's now lending her stuff. Did you see the Caitlyn build today? No. What did we miss? LeBlanc or...
So if we look into the item builds right now, we are gonna. I'm gonna just say Hold on, I need to check what the item builds into.
Which item? Which one?
I can't remember what Storm Razor builds from because I never built that item. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Kaden is
Storm.
opting for a first item Storm Razor. It's not something I would be a fan of. Did she buy two items at the same time?
I think she did, but I did not notice.
We're gonna check right
The
now.
quick undo button was there. I think so. Wow, he's
Yeah, I'm
checking.
just gonna check that real quick while you can watch the game for a few seconds.
Yep. So, Morgana setting up bot lane, maybe? Oh no, they are trying to prepare for Dragon, and this time it's an Infernal Dragon. Lee Sin also clearing wards, so they know they're over there. Ornn coming in for a possible gank. Oh, missing that binding there. A lot of wards being cleared out by Lee Sin there. Two very important pink wards as well. Oh, just checking.
Alright, so I just reviewed the footage. Kaylin did accidentally buy an extra item, but that was the undo button, so it's all good.
Okay. What was the item?
She brought an extra crystal shard, which is the attack speed item that you see that she has right
Oh,
now.
here comes Morgana. Whoa, the ultimate going the wrong way there. gets kill onto Zaya, and Caitlyn will ult for the kill onto Maokai.
You know, the team being a good bro, say, all right, we'll give you the kill this time. And
You could literally see them backing off as she's charging her ultimate there.
That was just really unfortunate for Zaya, that misplaced ultimate right there.
And this will be probably
Yet another
it will be
dragon going in
contested.
favor. They might actually have a hard time trying to clear it. As you can see, Leona actually wanting to go in right there. Look, that Lee Sin actually getting binded. This is their opportunity to quickly get the Dragon Spite, and they do secure it. Leona might pay for it with her life, but that is a good shockwave right there. Getting 2 people, Lee Sin already falling. They're trying to look at all that is.
Oh
so
no,
unfortunate.
Arn! Arn! You missed the tower, good sir. Yeah, but that
No one saw that.
teleport. Yeah, no one saw that, but that teleport is not gonna amount to anything. It's just a waste of a teleport, honestly.
The good news is that nothing happened out of it.
Yeah.
He didn't kill his team because of it.
Yeah.
The bad news is he's out of flash. As you can see here, Morgana getting caught right now by the twisted advance from the Maokai. They're gonna back off right now, realizing that maybe fighting them is not such a good idea. Binding narrowly getting the Maokai right there, but that's gonna be fine. It looks like everyone's gonna go back for a quick reset.
Yep. Okay, chat is wiling from the Orn play top dish. That
No
just
one's-
happened.
No one saw it. I don't know what you're talking about. That play never happened, okay?
Yes, it never happened. So they are now rewarding those things that have been cleared. What are you thinking so far? Is this in favor for anyone in particular, or are we still at a stalemate here?
Honestly, I would say that we are in a relative stalemate, but I will say that I feel like Team DTYT does have what I feel to be stronger macro play right now, right? You have to look at a situation which is despite Team Insight giving such a commanding win yesterday, this game is so different. You can see that they are not creating these extremely confident plays as they were. The only aggression we've seen so far is from the LeBlanc, who she's always going in for the trades. Look at this bot lane again. They are going for a really aggressive play right now, trying to catch the Leona. Will they succeed this time? She's most likely going to. She's forced to burn the ult right there. She's trying to use the dash, trying to get away. She does have Aftershock, trying to keep her alive just a little bit longer. She might stay alive right now, and she does make it out alive. We can see Zaya actually using the Feather Sword, but it's going to get Shockwave back in. LeBlanc coming down, looking for a revenge kill right now. The Dragon's Rage is not going to be enough to kill, and the timing from the Caitlyn Pilt over in Peacemaker is just not enough. But the LeBlanc comes back with the distortion, gets a kill.
Oh, Caitlyn, you shouldn't have stayed that far up. You know there was a LeBlanc, but that leaks in. Very nice flash from him. He would have gotten caught by the Q there.
Exactly. That was a very good setup, I would say, by Insight. Try and be cheeky with the 3-man in the brush going for the Leona. But the thing is, Leona actually survived that fight, which is something that should not have happened. And remember what I talked about remember what I talked about the Mountain Dragon, right? How that little bit of extra resistance could make the difference. And the sliver of health that she survived with, that was definitely a Mountain Dragon buff there.
Yeah, definitely. And did Morgana get the kill up top, by the way, earlier? Or did Poppy make it out alive? I don't think she did make it out alive.
I'm sorry, what were you asking?
The Poppy, the fight that was happening top lane between Poppy and Morgana.
No, Poppy definitely blew her ult, but it wasn't enough as Morgana just landed her skill shots and just slowly managed to will her down. Because the problem for Poppy is once you miss your stun, once you miss your Q, and with a Morgana who has a spell shield who can negate all that damage, there's nothing much that Poppy can do.
Yeah. Alright, thank you, chat. Morg got the kill.
As you can see here, Leona trying to go in for that Zenith Blade, not succeeding too much, but we can see here DTYT is going for the 4-man push on bot lane. Ornn is actually going to TP bot lane, try to make sure that he does not concede first turret before his team gets it first. Right now,
first
finally,
turret was already taken.
Oh, sorry, second turret it is that.
Second
And
turret,
we can see
yes.
LeBlanc again, once again, going a little bit aggressive. And we can see here Poppy just going for the stun, going for these quick trades. The Brittle just missing from Orm right now. Top lane has just been I wouldn't say a slugfest, but you know, it's like tag fight tag, you know. You're gonna see it's no one's gonna die.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Not
super
yet anyway.
elongated fight.
That, as we said, though, we can see here Lee Sin is getting ready. That's a well-timed steadfast from Poppy right now, but Morgana is at the back.
Morgana.
She has the ultimate. She gets the chain onto two people. That is such a good push from Poppy, sacrificing herself, possibly sacrificing herself. So far, both teams are actually alive. Both of them really low right now, but Morgana wants to go in for the kill. She's changing. She has her Dark Binding ready.
She's hungry for it right now. Good dodge by the Lee Sin. Will he go in for that? No, he will not. Meanwhile, they are running it down mid, trying to get that tower as well. They have to be careful of that LeBlanc who's coming in from the bot side. Bot river. Okay. Alright. Looking pretty good for Team DTYT. It looks like they are setting up for the third dragon of the game, which is an Ocean Drake. So Ocean Soul. And since Lee Sin's not in the vicinity, that is a pretty free one, unless the LeBlanc can do something about this. Okay, no. Okay.
As you can see right now, the third dragon already secured by DTYT. The macro play from DTYT is something that I do enjoy so far. They are slowly taking objectives over the map. They haven't found too many good opportunities to catch members of Insight so far, but that is just because they are playing really safe. And so far, all the engages have been a 2v2 or 3v3 scenario. So we're going to wait for our next big team fight before anything else really happens. As we can see right now, both teams are just heading towards mid lane, trying to get rid of that last first tier turret.
And they are pushing it very hard right now. LeBlanc is split pushing bot lane. Leona and Caitlyn looking to intercept her. Oh, Morgana. There's the ultimate. There goes the shockwave.
And that heroic slam actually saving the Morgana right there. Morgana is probably gonna say, "Hey, thanks, Poppy. I'll take that."
Yeah, I'll take that. You don't want me. You're saving my life here. Thank you.
Exactly. That is yet another kill going in favor for. I can't remember the team. DTYT.
Yep. And for those of you who are curious, DTYT, I've asked them. It's short for "Don't Trust Your Teammates." Apparently. Ooh, Lee Sin almost losing that.
Which is ironic because they're playing pretty well and trusting each other right now. But look at the LeBlanc getting a solo kill onto Caitlyn. Goodbye. You did not exist.
Yeah. Nope. There was no Caitlyn bot lane. Wow. Okay. Like she
But that
was.
being said, right now we are going to see the mid lane turret almost falling, just almost there.
Yeah. The
But not
LeBlanc is
enough.
3-0.
Right, we can talk about items. I actually have that UI disabled for some reason. Alright, it's 22 minutes into the game. It's 8-5. Kills in favor for Team DTYT. Don't trust your teammates, as apparently my co-commentator just told me. They have a 2,000 gold lead, and right now we can see that we have Caitlyn with the Storm Razor build. She is going for the Infinity Edge next. She would be almost there. We have Leona getting ready some defensive items. We have Ornn already with the upgraded Sunfire Cape. I believe it is now called Forge Fire Cape. Morgana with the early Zonias. Here's my favorite thing about playing. This is a cheeky play.
Okay.
Morgana has both Zonia stopwatch and a stopwatch.
And
It means
yeah.
she can double Zonias in time.
Ooh.
For those people wondering how that's possible,
Actually, she might have bought an extra stopwatch by accident because I'm looking at her items right now. Well, we'll find out, but
still, like
I don't think it works that way.
It doesn't.
No, it's a unique item. So once you hit stasis, both items break.
Oh, so it doesn't work. Oh, that's lame. Because I remember there were some people like they built.
No, the
these
whole reason
old
why the
Zonias.
old double stopwatch worked was because one stopwatch was the mastery stopwatch, and I just
Yeah.
checked the runes for Morgana. Morgana
so it
does not
wasn't-
have the rune stopwatch, so she does. So it might not work. We'll find out in a bit. So far, she's going for the really aggressive play already. She's gonna get
There's
one
the
kill with the
Zonias.
ultimate right there. That's gonna be the Zonia's form first. Zonia's actually, and that's gonna be a quick kill right now. Leona just alive alone.
But here comes LeBlanc from the back right now. We'll get none yet. Okay. Oh shit, Morgana, you shouldn't have stayed there. We'll get shut down by the Oriana.
Poppy trying to use her keeper's verdict to
interrupted.
keep them away, but she gets stunned right now. She's forced to burn flesh, but Leona says, "You know what? You're stuck with me now."
And that flash was for naught.
And that flash is definitely for naught as they are going for another push into the mid lane. And yeah, I'm very sure that stasis does not work that way.
Yeah,
As
it
we
doesn't.
can see on Morgana's item right now, her stopwatch is burnt.
Yeah. That
Oh
is
no, she did
unfortunate.
use double Zonias. She did use double Zonias.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. She went in for the play into the tower dive, and then after that,
Uh-huh.
she Zonia one more time when LeBlanc went for her.
Oh,
so
right,
the
yes.
double stopwatch does work. We all learned something today.
Okay.
That's a very niche thing where you spend extra 650 gold to try and save a life.
Yeah. I mean, it did kind of work
It's worth when it
for
works.
a while. Yeah,
It's not worth it when you waste it.
Yeah. To be fair, she was gonna make it out of there, but she kept walking up towards the LeBlanc too, so very
definitely.
unfortunate.
But yeah, it is already 25 minutes into the game, 26 minutes into the game. Ocean Soul has been claimed by Team DTYT. And the Soul is going to be so obnoxious just because we have two tanky champions in Ornn and Leona. And not to
yeah.
mention that it's going to keep Morgana alive when she's going for the aggressive when she goes for the aggressive Soul Shackles. As we saw just now, when she went into the mid lane, she went Soul Shackles and she flashed in. The amount of movement speed she got, if she takes a lot of damage, all she needs to do, pop that Zonias, and the Ocean Dragon and the Ocean Soul will keep her alive back to full HP, and she will be fine once again. And right now, it looks the only thing left for them at this point is really to set up for a Baron play.
That's right, LeBlanc is bot side with no, and we'll be recalling now. Or not. But she should be recalling now because everyone from DTYT is nearby that Baron pit looking to take it or bait it. Lots of things happening right now.
Exactly, and as textbook League of Legends plays happening right now, they have clear division. They are starting the Baron, but right now we can see Casper at the back there. They know that they're doing Baron, and he is thinking about going for the steal. He's hovering around right now, but they have allowed Baron to reset. Morgana just trying to get a few more fruits right now just to regenerate, but just gotta watch out because a little misstep and both teams could be in trouble as Zaya slowly retreating right there.
Yep. So the Ornn has the TP and can come to his team's aid should there be a big fight happening. But LeBlanc is just split pushing it topside.
Both
Oriana
teams
looks like-
going for a split push right now. Oriana
Yeah.
is going to have to deal with the LeBlanc. So far, she has spent a lot of mana actually in trying to get to top lane. Hopefully that's going to be enough for her to deal with the LeBlanc, as it looks like LeBlanc is actually going to go back. She's probably going to look for a flank towards mid lane, as we can see right now that DTYT has abandoned the mid lane and is going to support Ornn in the bot lane to try and break this the second
Second to last
tier
outer.
turret at the bot lane.
Alright, they will be focusing it. They want to get it down as soon as they can before the LeBlanc can come and ruin their day. But it looks like LeBlanc will stay top. try and split push that. If this is a base race, I don't think the LeBlanc is gonna win. Oh, Lee Sin barely missing his Q there. We go for it. Alright, LeBlanc is retreating now.
And almost
There's a-
actually got seen by the Oriana right there, but looks like it's going to be a 4v5 at the bot lane right now. We can see
no.
it's going to be a full-in engage with Maokai ultimate coming already, and Leona stun coming as well. Look at Leona getting heated all the way across. It's going to be a 5v2 as Leona has to slowly rejoin her teammates. Caitlyn is already dead. LeBlanc going in for this change right now. She almost gets a kill. It's going to be another exchange so far. It's going to be a 3-4-1 exchange in favor for Team Insight as the Guardian Angel did proc.
That's right, saving the Lee Sin's life. That is not looking good for DTYT there.
I would say
The
that's a
Oriana
little bit
one.
of an overstep just because they do know it is 4 people. It was a 4v4, and the thing about that situation was they were pushing it with about 3/4 HP, not the healthiest of things. And if you get caught with a Maokai twisted advance into, I believe the nature's grass, you are going to have a hard time escaping, and that's exactly what happened to Caitlyn. She was just far too forward, and Maokai just found a good position to keep her rooted. The moment Caitlyn died, everything went so far so wrong because after the shockwave, after the soul shackles from Caitlyn, from Morgana, who else is going to deal damage if Caitlyn is dead?
Exactly. And on top of that, the Poppy ultimate can quickly change a 4v4 to a 2v4 or a 3v4, which happened with the Leona who got booted far away from his team as everything was happening too. They are paying that the Elder Dragon will spawn in 1 minute, so they are down there setting up for it.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and this is Elder Dragon. I believe both teams cannot give up. If we see how that fight went just now, that Insight already managed to win probably the first team fight in the last 3-4 team fights. If they do secure that Elder Dragon, things are going to go super wrong for DTYT. Whereas for DTYT, half of the time they are leaving the fight with a lot of members from Insight who are just barely alive. That Elder Dragon will ensure that they're going to kill somebody. And look at LeBlanc,
here's
dealing
LeBlanc.
so much damage already. If they secure Elder Dragon right now, LeBlanc can defeat Caitlyn before the fight even starts.
Alright, they are warding their sides right now, trying to avoid getting one shot by the LeBlanc. Very smart move to back off there. Are they setting up a death brush?
Death
Ooh.
Brush is not really going to work too well, not with Maokai, with the saplings right there.
Yeah.
But look at the LeBlanc almost
from
getting
behind!
hitting in the back right there. Wasted ultimate from the Leona. A shockwave not actually going to kill anybody. Orn right now trying to save his teammates. LeBlanc forced to go golden, and she is finally going to die. LeBlanc trying to save the game right now, but instead it costed her her life. And this gives DTYT enough resources to secure this Elder Dragon. Now, Insight has no choice but to be forced to respond to this, because if they allow Team DTYT to take the dragon, the game is pretty much as close as over.
That's right. Lee Sin is setting up from the bot side into Tribush right now. He can definitely steal this, and he has! He's stolen the dragon and flashed out to save his life. Ooh.
And this is really bad news for DTYT. That dragon stolen means that, remember all those LeBlanc plays we've seen right now? They are guaranteed to kill Caitlyn. She does not even have to land everything. A Q, R into a W is all you need, and Caitlyn is guaranteed dead.
That's
And
right.
that is going to change the dynamic for the team so much, because now they have to know where is LeBlanc, where is she. They have to keep wards to track for every flank possible, because the moment they lose one team member, it is over for DTYT.
And it looks like LeBlanc It's just waiting but at the wings right now.
We can
Hoping
see
to catch someone out.
Morgana already taking quite a bit of damage. She's less than full health, but she has just enough health threshold for LeBlanc to actually one shot anybody. And we can see here they're all hell bent on chasing LeBlanc right now. Do
Here it
not
goes.
want her alive at all, and she's forcing distortion away.
They are running it down mid. They want that inhibitor, exposed inhibitor. They have 2 exposed inhibitors. So quick rotate.
But this is where it's dangerous right now. Look at
Oh,
that.
here goes
the
LeBlanc.
damage always going in. They do finally kill the Caitlyn. And that is going to go really wrong right now. The Ornn ultimate coming in is not going to do too much. It's just a stall tactic as the shockwave is already burnt. They are not even going to get the first kill as Ornn is almost dead. The dragon going to claim a second person, and now it's going to claim a third. And DTYT have no choice but to retreat. They have to pick up the scraps.
Oh no. Things are going very sour for DTYT right now. LeBlanc on the hunt for more.
And she gets her blue buff.
Yep. You can't steal my blue. Madame. The aggressive. Oh no.
That is a very good shield onto the Morgana right there. Just enough, barely enough to keep her alive. These teams are just going all in for it. Wow.
It is do or die right now. This is to deter like whether they stay in the tournament or not. So they.
But you know
have
what?
to.
Look at this. LeBlanc is intentionally keeping them busy so that they can actually try and sneak Baron. But look at Lee Sin's health. Lee Sin's actually
getting
quite low right now.
Yeah. He does have the Guardian's Angel, but
No, but
I don't know if you
want
wanna pump that
She
to-
smells something. But look at this. Caitlyn might get called up by LeBlanc. She sees LeBlanc really low. She's trying to get somebody. She wants to kill somebody. She sees they're all really low. She wants a kill right now. She's
They
gonna
need
get
to kill-
one
the
onto
miss
that.
might-
Oh my god, Baron! So low. She could have stolen it right there. That's gonna be 2 people in favor for DTYT, but that is such a shame. That dragon, she could have stolen it right there and then as Lee Sin was dead. But right now,
Oriana.
oh my goodness. Right now, Insight is trying to salvage the situation. LeBlanc going aggressive again. Oriana might die, but no,
There's a shockwave!
This is a disaster. This might be game.
This might be game. Oh no, the LeBlanc did not respect the Oriana shockwave. Out goes Leona. This is just the tanks are trying really hard right now. There's nothing they cannot. Oh.
An unfortunate turn of events. Things just suddenly went wrong for Insight, and DTYT turns around the game at the Baron and wins the game.
Okay, that is incredible. Very well played there by both teams. Like I thought Insight was gonna like reverse this and start winning team fights and whatnot, but the LeBlanc just getting caught out was not cash money.
No, but it was not. And not only that, it was just so unfortunate. I feel like I forgot to check something really crucial, but I believe Poppy had teleport and should have teleported to Baron to help secure Baron ASAP.
Right.
But
right.
besides that, I do think it was a decent idea to start the Baron, but I don't. But at the same time, I disagree with everyone else going to help LeBlanc. When if the whole point of the Baron attempt was for LeBlanc to stall, then you should have had everybody go towards Baron in case something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And that
absolutely.
was just so unfortunate. Despite Baron being stolen, Baron not being stolen, that Insight managed to secure it. The last nail in the coffin was LeBlanc thinking that she could kill
the Oriana,
right? And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't think Elder Dragon procced, or I think it expired already. I'm not sure the timer of that buff, but yeah, it is just so
that is-
unfortunate. And
Exactly,
that was it.
Yeah, and I got word from production team as well that Phantasm, the match between Phantasm and Nemesis that went on while this one was going, Phantasm has won that game and will be facing against Itka T1 later on after this short break that we will be going into. So we'll catch you in a bit.
Hey, welcome back to Weekend Warriors X ESB League of Legends Online Tournament. This is going to be match number 17 between Itka T1 against Phantasm. We are still in the losers bracket, so whoever loses is gonna get eliminated. Itka is gonna be on the red side, Phantasm on the blue side. And unfortunately, Mr. Coco is a little bit tired today, so I'm back. Your commentator, commentator here as well as Mr. Kai. We haven't done this in a long time, in a while.
Yes,
Hello, Mr.
we
Kai.
haven't. Exactly. How are you, sir? Even though
Actually-
we've been in the same call for the entire evening.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty okay. I ate my ruffles, finished it, and I saw the game with DTYT. It was actually pretty good. Besides that Orange Flash, but hey, back into this
Hey!
game. Or
What
being
Orange
banned.
Flash?
Yasuo being banned out by Itka, and Phantasm again banning out the Olaf and the Zaya.
Zaya. Are we gonna address the camera panning to blue side shop? No. Sweats.
So, funny story. I was like trying to get rid of the ruffles bag. So like I opened up my headphones and it apparently dinked my mouse, so it just like went all the way to the side. And then I saw my other monitor. Like, wait, that's not game. Wait, I hear like you guys like yelping in terror. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, something's wrong. And
Yeah. But we see Graves being banned out by Phantasm, as well as the Lee Sin for Itka. The junglers have been banned.
oh, Z Marantao on that Urgot top lane. You got to be kidding me. You'd love to see
You're
it.
got to be kidding me. You mean Z Marantao? Marantao.
Stop.
Can't believe I was so white when I first said his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Urgot pick is actually a very strong and sort of annoying pick because of how strong he is actually.
Will they pick Aphelios? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
I
knows?
hope to see it, It will definitely not be weird, Mr. Joe, as we've learned.
Hi.
But we see Zyra and Zillion being picked right now.
Oh, cool. Okay, Zyra's support is actually pretty strong,
Yep.
especially if you.
And
manage
Zillion
to-
mid, as we've seen, I think was it yesterday? Zillion mid can still be pretty potent, even though you match him up against like a lane bully or something. He's gonna be absolutely detrimental to saving his team with the Zillion ultimate. Misfortune being locked in by Phantasm as well. Still, I guess it's standard.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there we go. That is gonna be Trundle in the jungle. One hit. Knows what he doing. Knows what he like.
Yep. Even though Trundle was nerfed, quote unquote, because they just nerfed his ultimate. They increased the cooldown, if I'm not mistaken, so he won't be ulting as much. Oh, I'm gonna gank you. I saw that hover over Aphelios. I know you wanted to do it, but he did pick up his patented Tristana.
Patented and they're ready to go.
Yeah, they're definitely ready to go. But yeah, the Trundle quote unquote nerf is definitely not enough to put him out of jungle. Nautilus being banned out by Itka, ITKA. Find out next time. Sorry, Joe, we won't be seeing a
Doubt is the
an
greatest
Aphelios
enemy.
AD carry.
And
Master
yep.
Yi.
Master Yi, I think they're scared of the flex pick
I must
Yi.
not fall.
And that is gonna be a Leona being banned out. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Leona Misfortune would be a very annoying fight in the bot lane.
Yep, absolutely. And since they picked their mid lane and support already, the Misfortune pick was actually pretty safe because
No Brom.
yeah, no Braum, no they banned out their own Yasuo, so there's no blocking that as well, so
But we just have to wait and see Itka T1. A very strong team.
as we've seen, yeah, they went up against
They went
who?
up
Sigma.
against Team Insight. They won. Went up against Team Sigma. And like they had a sizable lead against Team Sigma too, until they were
Yeah.
pushed off towards losers bracket. But hey, who knows? They might be able to get Phantasm again this time. Phantasm also a noticeably strong team, manages to get rid of Nemesis, but we'll just have to see. Ryzen Hiruba with the victor again.
And we see the Thresh picked up by Paru and the Kiana.
Okay, we haven't seen
Kiana
the
jungle?
Kiana being played yet, so you'd
Yeah.
love to see it.
And Kiana, once you get your items, once you get just a little bit ahead, is painful.
OP.
That ultimate can turn a fight. Oh? Unless?
Unless Kiana top lane, not something different.
Yeah.
We see that being played by TSM's Broken Blade a couple of games during the LCS. So maybe Shambles is trying to replicate this success, especially against an Urgot. Who knows? He can certainly try. We'd
Yeah.
love to see it. And
Definitely inspired, I think.
or mid lane is also not a weird thing if you think about it.
Or in mid lane.
Or mid lane.
Or in mid lane.
Or mid lane. Beardsden played it as well during that matchup when BB was playing Kiana top lane.
Also, it was a switcheroo. It was a bamboozle.
It was a big ruse.
It was a big ruse. They thought Kiana was gonna be mid, but ended up being a top lane.
But yeah, so right now,
Yeah.
Spectators delay is gonna be starting soon, and from the looks of it, Phantasm is. I feel like they're going on a very slow fight in a sense.
But they are going ham though, because they've got engages by Thresh and Urgot. In terms of Urgot's E as well as Thresh's, Thresh in general is a I'm gonna go in and wreck your face kind of thing, and the Trundle is there to disrupt him with the E. So they've got a pretty engage heavy team, yeah.
So like
Whereas Itka is more, I don't know. I guess they're more reactive because the Zillion can like counter the engages, save someone's
especially with the
life.
stun and Kiana ultimate trying to push everyone away from that, as well as Trishana jumping away Zyra with her root and Kayn just being able to phase out here and there. So very mobile yet versatile in terms of studying ability and whatnot.
Yeah. Chat, sir, how was your day, sirs? Sir, how was your day? Sir, commentators, how was your day? Okay. All right. So, how is our day, you ask? Well, my day went okay. Played a bit of Animal Crossing before we started the tournament, and that's pretty much it.
I played Guild Wars, so for anyone in chat who is playing in an NA server with Guild Wars, come on, don't be afraid to hit me up. I kind of miss playing with people. Haven't found myself a guild yet, but MMO.
What happened to Old Guild?
Old Guild, they kicked me out for AFK.
Makes sense. You were
Yeah.
away from the game for a very long
A
time.
very long time. But back at it again. Oh,
Oh,
CS:GO
Dango
now.
wants to bring you play CSGO.
Oh, but I'm bad at CSGO though.
But you used to play it a lot. It's kind of like a callback.
I'll think about it.
Look, even Joe is all over it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Okay, so Joe, Dango, just send him a whisper, send him a message.
I'll think
You know what I'm saying? Get all up in his DMs.
Oh,
Ho ho ho.
nice. Yeah. And
Very nice.
Spectators delay. This is usually the time where our friendly neighborhood, Coco, Ethan,
Coco,
will
yeah.
talk about
Yeah. Be more technical with the picks that were being picked right now and the the what he predict might happen.
But usually, whatever he predicts turns out to be the other thing that happens.
Yeah, right. Honestly, I think he thinks a bit too much, I guess.
I wouldn't say too much. He's like analyzing it like so good, but then at the
Yeah.
same time during in game, wait, it didn't
The
happen.
players just have a vendetta to go against what Coco is saying.
Yeah, it'd be like.
Oh, what's that? You want us to do that? How about we don't? I think how many times has that happened for Coco? Like
more than
for the
enough
ones that
time.
he's more than enough to warrant the
But I feel okay.
yeah.
Team fight wise, never mind. Wait.
We're
It's
going
gonna load
into-
first, and then we can talk about it a little bit.
Give me your IG.
No.
Please.
Weekendwarriors.bn.
Yeah, Weekend Warriors.bn. That's RIG.
Okay, back at it again. Speaking of like team fight wise, right? I feel like there is definitely a lot of disengage and CC coming in from Itka. Kane is taking the Conqueror's buff, so most definitely he is going to go Red Kane.
Yeah.
CC can stay up a little bit alive, especially the CC is very important. Especially with dealing with the Misfortune Ultimate and just
Yep.
trying to stop people in their tracks. But Victor as well,
Exactly.
good AOE. But the thing is, comparing both teams, punya CC, I just feel like they have Zyra with root and the slow knockup with her ultimate.
Yeah.
Kane with his
Knock up and slow.
knock up slow, and bear in mind Kane did manage to get a buff recently, and Tristana, she can jump away, she can just shoot people out of the way.
Yep.
And Kiana,
Kiana with her ultimate.
Kiana
Stun.
ultimate, and her Q stun. It's just gonna
Yeah.
mess them up a little bit. A lot of CC, and if they do get someone caught, that could just be like perma CC, whether you like it or not. And they only have like someone like Thresh, with his hook, with his play, Victor with his gravity field, and
Gravity
Misfortune
field.
slow, Misfortune slow, and Urgot's knock up or something. It's not really
The dash knock up thing.
as
yeah.
big, as potent as what Itka has. They also
Right.
have like a zillion, so it might be a zillion up in the top lane and Kiana mid, for all I care.
Very true. Yeah. Because also like one other thing is Kane, I think, is forced to go tankier too because of the team in general. If you look at the team in general, there isn't really a quote unquote dedicated tank. Everyone's sort of like an off AP-ish kind of team, whereas in Phantasm's side, it's more well-rounded. You've got Urgot, you've got Trundle, and Thresh as like big, tanky, beefy champions, whereas Misfortune and Victor, the very high damage carries. So it really just depends on how well these players will play. Who catches who first? I think.
And now back in the game. This is match 17. Itka T1 against Phantasm.
Yep. Oh, and match 18 is also going underway, which is between Xvia Gaming and DTYT. So if we have the results, we will tell you guys what
As
it is.
soon as possible.
Yep.
And here we go. Roll call. On the blue side, we have Phantasm with Zimrantau as Urgot in the top lane. One hit as Trundle in the jungle. Ryzen Hiruma as Victor mid lane. Cheapsmore as Misfortune AD carry. And Paru as Thresh support. And on Itka T1 side, on the red side, we have Zillion in the top lane. Purple Minion as Kane in the jungle shambles. As Kiana mid. And I'm gonna gank you as a summoner has disconnected and he has reconnected.
Okay.
I'm gonna gank you as Tristana in the AD carry and Loki Freya as Zyra support.
Yep. They do know that is warded.
Very standard picks. I'm not sure why Kane recalled back. Maybe he didn't buy any items on his way.
Yeah. Possibly, sir.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like he will be going up instead of blue side.
Mm-hmm.
Be going red side instead.
Maybe he wants to get like the early gank towards bot lane.
Yeah, because I am unfamiliar with Kane. He's charging his ward. Okay. He's changing his ward. Yeah.
Okay.
He got the sweeper.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Maybe he wants to go for an early
Thanks, chat.
aggressive push. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Sam.
Joe, for keeping that eye out for us.
Should always rely on me, Joe.
Yeah.
And there we go. That is gonna be one hit. Trundle starting on the red side first, and Kane, instead of starting the red buff, is gonna go
Started
for
chickens.
chickens, and then go red. Maybe early gank in the top lane.
Oh, you're a jungle main. Okay, that would explain a lot. I see.
Woo! And that is gonna be
that
the
hit?
double up damage from towards Loki Freya.
That angle did not look like it was gonna hit. And the Victor An early ward there.
Yup, a very early deep ward.
Hearts took Iron 4.
F's in the chat, boys.
But yeah, Kane will clear top side completely. His top jungle completely. What do you think, sir? Will he gank mid or go straight bot?
The preferable route for Kane, I feel, is to like, get 3, push, like gank a lane as soon as possible and get his stacks. And get more, gank more so he can get his transformation as soon as possible, because like if he's a little bit behind, especially transforming, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be tough for him. He might get even more behind, and that is gonna be a trade between Victor and the Kiana. Ryzen Hiruma dealing tons of damage, and Kiana is just backing up. He can't really do anything, and that's gonna be an early
here
gank
comes a
on
gang.
top lane. That is the ice pillar. He is gonna get chopped, and the stun is not gonna land, and that might be my goodness.
Just a sliver of health. Oh, it feels bad. But they did manage to burn his flash, so Trundle, if he wants, he can just come back around and go for it. Very cheeky there by the Thresh. Like pretending like someone was there. Make him back off. But yeah, pretty early aggression in the top lane there.
Very early aggression. I think, yeah, they did saw where Chronal is. He's trying to make out for another turn. Yep, he is gonna use the vision thingy mid.
Yeah, the vision plant.
Vision plant. I forgot
Yes.
its real name.
Scrying plant?
Scrying orb?
Because I think it has something to do with like scrying orb. The blue trinket. So it might be that. But
Okay, there is gonna, counter jungle very aggressively. Taking Krugs, and there we go.
There's
Raja Hiruman trying to go
Trundle.
for another one. The stun is gonna land, but she does still have flash.
yeah.
But also,
And she doesn't need to because she has that dashy thing.
and like the stun. Oh, that is gonna be an early aggression. Will it amount to anything? Paru is gonna land the play on towards Loki Freya, but not gonna amount to much. And Kane as well.
Yeah.
Managed to get a couple
So
of
Trundle
stuns.
made it out alive.
Made it out alive indeed.
With almost full health again? What? Did I miss something? He's full health again.
He was never really low, if I'm not mistaken.
But true, very true. But yes.
A wise choice.
Wise choice.
And that is like, I feel like it's a relatively slow fight in the bot lane. Whichever team engages, like, I would feel that Itka's bot lane will have a, will deal a much more damage compared to, Thresh and Misfortune. Even because, Zyra is a very aggressive support, if you think about it. And,
Yeah.
a Thresh you can only do so much and just tank. You can soak up some of the damage with his Lantern, but all in all, like, what did she take? She took Comet, so...
She took Comet.
Ooh,
So
okay.
opting to deal a lot of damage, but here's an early dragon by Trundle. Misfortune ran up there to help because the lane was pushed in. So that was pretty uncontested, honestly. Kane just now arriving.
And the thing is that's like a 5-minute... Oh, Kane is gonna miss the stun. That was... muy bueno, unfortunate. And that is gonna be... I'm gonna gank you, gonna get the early on aggression, but the slow, and will it be the hook?
There's the good
Nope,
one.
that is the Zyra damage I'm talking about. Not a lot of damage, never mind. I probably underestimated it. Overestimated it, but usually when you're playing against that kind of lane, it's really annoying to deal with. And
Yep,
so far in the
'cause-
top lane, Urgot versus Zillion doing relatively even. I'm sorry
Yeah,
for
they're
cutting you off. Go on.
both pretty even. No, it's okay. They're both pretty even because CS, there is no CS lead among any of them really. Okay, no, nothing. But yeah, usually you'd see Zyra deal more damage than what she's been doing in the bot lane, but
Zyra.
maybe she's Zyra. What did I say?
Zyra.
Oh, yeah, I meant Zyra. They're both Z champions, except one is an X
Oh,
champion.
that is a very aggressive play, but maybe debated it out of Ryzen Hiruma, and he used his ultimate, he used his stun, so I'm like, hey, JK, not gonna land. What is that? Chaos Storm.
Kane is getting Scuttle Crab.
Crab Scuttle.
Crab Scuttle. Shelly.
Shelly. 7 minutes in and still relatively even, but you know Itka does have a small goal lead of 500 gold, relatively minor early on. It's just like what?
A kill's
little
worth.
item, a little item.
Kill. Yeah, little.
Oh,
little
Paru is taking a lot of damage from the flash.
There's the
Oh,
damage. We
he
were
is-
talking about the flash hook. Oh.
Oh, yo, he is forced to flash out of there. Unfortunately, I think he was trying to freeze the lane, and ended
Yeah,
up getting.
but he got caught.
Saki.
Oh no.
Oh, my
Sirs,
Paru.
do you know how to sing? Sing for us, please.
I don't, but Kai does.
I don't. I don't know how to sing. What do you want about?
Oh man, but there we go. So far,
Oh,
very,
that
I mean, like
pinpoint.
0-0 in 8 minutes.
Yeah, this is unheard of, right? Because usually we get early kills around like the 5-minute mark or something, but you know, everyone's still as aggressive as each lane kind of is. It's not really doing any. We're not getting any kills. Ooh, if Trundle just moves up a little bit here.
Yep, and that is gonna be an early Shelly, and and he got a level.
He got a level too, yeah. Very
That's
nice.
very cash money, and he just needs to
Yeah.
figure out. Like, okay, I'm gonna get this lane. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, he will meet the Trundle.
Or will he? If he will, he say hi.
No, he will not. He will just ghost away.
Man, just like the
No,
like
ghost
the-
the summoner. His E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Humble, humble.
Humo. Is bot lane taking blue, or are they just warding? They're just warding. Okay.
And the thing is, if you see the top lane between Urgot and Zillion, Urgot has been sustaining pretty well. Zillion is a pretty annoying master to deal with.
Exactly, with these stuns, the constant bombs, and he has been getting hit by these bombs too. But surprisingly, he's still able to lifesteal.
Lifesteal and or survive.
Yeah, survive
Just a
long
good
enough,
amount of time, yeah. He only has like that small potion, so not an upgraded potion, and that is gonna be a skirmish up in the top lane. One hit is level 6, and Purple Minion is already level ahead, and he can go for the execute.
there's
He
the
is gonna
ultimate.
press R, and that is first blood. But will that be the ultimate from Z Maranta? The ultimate, and that is gonna be a double kill. Even though if he pressed R, wait, he did? No, he didn't.
He did? Yeah.
It is. Oh, Ryzen Hiruma.
Oh, nice flash.
If the sun would have landed, he would have most probably been
would,
a
yeah.
dead man. Okay,
He would have been dead.
I did not see what happened, but Urgot used his ultimate but did not manage to get anything. Maybe he landed it on towards the Zillion and not.
It might have, yeah. It might have gone onto the Zillion, because I didn't see a circle around
Kane.
Kane, yeah, so
Okay, Paru
must have hit
is
someone
making
else.
an aggressive push, and
Ooh,
that is
there's the
bullet
wombo
time.
combo.
Bullet time landed like a lot, but the damage from Tristana is just gonna, do a lot. And Loki Freya is gonna get him rooted again, but is gonna get double upped. And yo, that is a dead Zyra.
May have been an unfortunate miscommunication there between the Zyra and the Tristana, because I feel like if Tristana had jumped into along with the Zyra, that would have been a dead misfortune.
Yep, Kane is gonna go red Kane there. A lot of CC. That is right on time. Around 11 minutes. 11 to 10 to 11 minutes is where you want, the Kane to be, transforming.
Red Kane looks green because of the skin. It's the Shadow Assassin skin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still looks cool. either way.
Apparently, yeah, definitely. I'm a fan of the green
Green red
Rost. Yeah. Is it environmental? Go green. Yes, that's right. Everyone should take this moment to go green. Don't use single-use plastics and all that jazz. Oh, also, I did not realize you sent a Hey Kai there by Cold Zero Legend. Hi, Cold Zero Legend.
Kane. And that is gonna be a gang, and Loki Freya.
Thresh.
Oh, that might be an execute. Will it be enough? But the lifesteal and purple minion gets another on a teleport in the bot lane. So 4-man gang. No, that is like a 3v2, and the stun is not
3v3.
gonna land. One hit, taking a lot of damage, but the explosion from the bomb not gonna be enough, and that is the Rift Herald spawned in the mid lane, and Kiana is not gonna be able to push it, and Urgot's just gonna push up the top lane. And yo, that all three of them is very, very low. Hey Kane, I don't want to see you. Okay, alright, everyone's just gonna back off. Yo, all of them was very, very low. If Zillion would have landed the stun on towards the Trundle, that would have
The
been
Trundle, he would have been
game-changer.
dead. Yep. 100%.
Oh, yo, he took a lot of
Here
plays
comes
there.
Kane.
That is the slow, but I don't think he's gonna fight him a little bit. He's a bit too strong, but he is taking up a couple
Takes
of tower
2
shots.
turrets.
Why?
If he didn't take those turret shots, I think he would have won against the
Kane?
Kane there.
And that is gonna be another free level, I think, from Zillion towards the Kayana. And
That missed.
one hit is gonna get tagged.
Oh,
He's gonna
no.
get knocked up, and the bomb is gonna be enough. That leaves them. That gives them room to get free dragon, but Chipsmore trying to look for an advantage. Shambles looking at Ryzen Hiruma. It's not gonna land. Urgot does not have teleport, so if they want to fight Baron, it's gonna be cash.
Dragon.
Yep, dragon. I said
Yes.
Baron, didn't I?
Yep. But it looks like Itka will be going for this dragon fairly uncontested. The Thresh is around, but there really isn't much he can do.
Thank you
Oh, the
for
bullet
leash.
time?
Thank you for leash, and that is going to be purple minion securing that kill.
That's right. 13-minute Baron says Gold Zero.
Top kick.
Top kick.
It's late, okay.
It is actually, right?
But hey,
Yes.
I mean, it's
14 minutes into the game, 2-5 in favor for
it got.
Itka, yes. I don't know why I blanked out there.
And the thing is, if Kane
yeah, go on.
manages to snowball not like himself and everyone else, that's gonna be big.
That is definitely gonna be big. If we see him build a
He's gonna go. Okay,
Death's Dance,
let me predict. He's gonna build
Okay.
Black Cleaver. He's already making it right now. Black Cleaver into either a Death Dance first or a Spirit Visage. Most probably Spirit Visage. Because, you know, you have
yep, to
extra
amp up the
healing.
healing.
Or depends, you know, if he wants to go more AD or more armor based. But from the looks of it, the main threat
Is
is
AP.
Misfortune and the
Victor,
Victor. Yeah.
yes. And Spirit Visage on Red Kane especially is a very good item.
Yep. Spirit Visage and the what did you say? Death Dance. Ooh, it's gonna be
Death
cash
Dance,
money.
yeah.
Here we go again. He is 2 levels
Oh,
above of him, and Subjugate is gonna land, but the stun as well is gonna land on towards.
Oh, here comes
He
Urgot.
misses the stun. Urgot is
Oh,
gonna miss his
This
ability.
is the ultimate!
And Kane did not manage to press R to save himself, but the slows from Zillion is gonna save him. And Kiana maybe trying to look for a revenge kill, not gonna be enough. Kane did. Not sure if he got stunned, but you know he wanted to press R, not gonna be enough.
Yeah, I don't understand why he wasn't able to. Oh, might have been the gravity.
Yeah, exactly. It might have been stunned, but I feel like
Yeah.
he could have.
He definitely could have, and that probably would have kept him alive long enough for maybe the Keanu to come by and turn the tides around, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, or got the shutdown gold on towards him, and that is gonna be.
He's gonna get first tower.
Oh, he's not.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. Why? Why you do this?
Wait, sir? Just a few autos?
Why you do this?
Sir?
Okay,
Okay, there you go.
He got it. Almost thought he did all of it, but no. He Maranta know what he do. He got it.
Yeah, he got it. He got it, and that's a lot of gold for Urgot, and he has actually accrued a 20 CS lead against the Zillion as well.
And speaking of CS leads, look at the CS lead for the Kane. Woo! Muy bueno.
Not only does he have a CS lead, but he's 2 kills up on the Trundle, doing very well for himself, ganking at the right times.
Except for the fight there. Mistimed his.
Oh, well, yeah. Except for that one, where he died. That was his first death. Was that a shutdown? Was there a shutdown?
Yes, it was. I think what's his
See,
name?
I see.
Urgot, yep.
Yeah. Sir, I cannot donate. Sir, apa ni glitch? I want to simp you. Oh no. Oh no.
I have an
Z.
OnlyFans. Just kidding. Back into the game. It's at T1 doing a lot of damage, and that. Ooh. I think like the Tristana really knows what she's doing.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the timing for,
sure.
her bombs and auto attacks. Like, yo, my guy.
And I feel like I don't know if people underestimate Tristana or something, but like she can do so much burst damage.
There we
in
go.
quick
That's the
succession. Look
burst
at that.
damage. And that is gonna be a dead Cheapsmore. And Paru, you're next. The Kane is there. You missed the hook.
Dodging
And
the hook.
yo, purple minion, that's gonna be a free kill. He keeps missing his slows. Umbral Trespass is not gonna land, but that is a secure kill from the Zyra. And that is gonna be a free turret in the bot lane. But meanwhile that happening, Shambles lost the fight against the Victor. He is gonna lose, and that is
Zillion.
But Zillion gotta go fast, but he is gonna get slowed though. But that is gonna be the Hex Tech, whatchamacallit, slowing them down even more. Zimranta
comes the flash.
flashing.
Oh.
The slow is gonna land though, but they get
it stunned?
stunned. Victor is there, action is coming.
Here
Oh,
comes the
man.
ultimate. They're just gonna wait it out. You're
Unless-
not getting out of here,
Unless,
Zillion.
and he is
Ooh.
gonna go down. Yo, I could have thought Zillion. And that is gonna
here
be the
comes
cleanup
Kane.
from Purple Minion. He wants to go some more. He does not have Umbral Trespass, and he is gonna go inside the belly of Urgot. He's gonna go die. Dead RIP. A little bit too late, a little bit overzealous. Maybe, Zillion thought, he uses ultimate, but no. You lied to me. Oh, that is an aggressive flash, but not gonna land. Both of them gonna get stunned.
Look at all these flashes right now being used. But I feel like, 3 flashes from Phantasm there, but it did get them 2 kills, so I think it's fine, it's great. Whereas
That's
the
money.
Zyra there tried to get something there with flash Q, but didn't land. Was it Q or E?
I am not sure, but that is gonna be a free uncontested direct from Cheapsmore and Faru.
Unless-
he is
is that
gonna
a
die.
kill? Yeah, he's gonna die
He
for
is
sure.
gonna die. That is Zillion with the
place
bombs.
there.
He wants to go in for more. Cheapsmore does not have any mana. Stun is not gonna land. He is gonna get slowed. Perma slow. I'm gonna gank you. That is a lot of damage.
Oh,
And
get
the
shut
pillar
down.
is gonna disrupt them. And Kiana ultimate not gonna land towards anyone. Urgot making his way. Prap.
Hello,
He is gonna
ma'am.
go down, and she
Do
is
it.
gonna get eaten up inside her belly of the beast. He's gonna go down. F's in the chat, boys.
F's in the chat. Come back, you ass.
Zillion, you wanna try and catch him, you ask? And he is gonna get
Oops.
stunned. Nope, Rise didn't hero man. Gonna get a kill.
Yo. What happened to Urgot? He popped off, yo.
Got to be kidding me. Hey!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I like the dabbing penguin. I like it.
Yeah. F's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. That was. He went fairly uncontested in the top lane. He managed to get a good couple of kills here and there. So yeah, he's pretty good. Support versus support at mid. Thresh versus Zyra. Huh?
Zara would have won.
Zyra, yeah.
Zyra
Zyra is
would
the one dealing damage here.
And that looks
It's-
like a lane swap.
Yes, Urgot is bot side now. Zillion going down there to reply.
Woo! The double up.
Because it's usually you put the ADCs where the unbroken turret is. Let them push.
And you do the
But
thing.
yes. Yeah, but you did the thing, exactly.
Do the
But
thing.
since bot lane doesn't have a tower anymore on Phantasm side, they just put Urgot there to make sure the second one doesn't fall too quickly.
You do the thing. Bippity boppity. We got it.
Yeah, exactly. They're the Kiana they're pinging Urgot's R. His ultimate.
Okay,
there.
will that
Oh,
be
here we
a
go.
gate? Nope, that's just a debate.
It's just a debate. This Thresh
Paru, man.
thinks he's cheeky.
This Paru. Paru is
This
long.
Paru. Sorry?
Paru is long. Paru is
Yes.
lungs. So like maybe
Yes,
it's just like a
yeah.
single lung, instead of multiple.
Yeah.
Oh man, if only
It's
Kane
not complete.
didn't show himself. That would have been free. Oh, he wants to try and steal it.
What?
Yo, one hit. Yo! The thing, okay, Itka has been missing some of the skill shots. Kane has been missing his slows, and as well as the Zyra missing her roots. And you know, the ones that have been landing a lot is the Zillion.
Yeah, the Zillion bombs. So he's been pretty clutch there. Already has his GLP. No, 1000. Do not know the name of the item, but he has also a Haunting Guys. Building towards that Leandries is gonna hurt a lot, especially since he's a Zillion with bums. Yeah, 22 minutes into the game, almost 23 minutes into the game, and we are dead even among the two teams. 9 kills apiece, and not really much of a gold lead.
Kai winning
600.
prediction. Chat wants to know.
Sir, winning prediction?
Who do you think will win?
I can't say for sure, because at this point, you know, honestly,
honest thoughts. Like, if you had to choose.
if I had to choose, I'd say Itka has this. Mainly because their bot lane is doing significantly well as their jungler. And Kiana, she's an ult bot, so she just has to hit R, and then everyone just sort of stops in their tracks and gets stunned. Same thing with Zillion, like they don't need to be the ones who are fed to do things in a team fight. Whereas on Phantasm's side, the ones who are fed are the Victor and the Urgot, which yes, they do definitely carry a lot in a team fight. But if you eliminate Victor and then eliminate Urgot, that just, you know, it doesn't bode well for them.
I would go for Phantasm. I just feel like they have good
Okay.
macros and team cohesiveness, if I would say. Not saying Itka doesn't,
Yes.
they also have it, but it's just like Phantasm is playing it a little bit better. And we've seen like Cold Zero Legend saying in chat that Kane is playing towards the support side, which is top lane, and not the aggression, which is, you know, supposed to be Kayana and the bot lane. And right now, you see the macros that I'm talking about is that Victor is pushing up in the top lane. No one is trying to deal
Contesting
with him
it,
at the very least. Yeah, and that is going to be a dragon. Probably stolen, and that is going to be teleport. Kane is going to get hooked, but that is going to be
Smite Steal!
steal, and that is going to be but he's still alive. He did went inside someone, but not going to be enough. Took a lot of damage, and that is going to be the sun. Will he at least get one? Zimrantau standing inside of them. That is not cash money. A steal, and Shambles
Victor.
trying to make a play. He is going to get raised and Hilma. A very beautiful play, but everyone else wanted to go in for Moloki Freya very, very low, and that is Shambles going down dead in Shambles, and Amagaki, you're going to be the next one. Urgot does not have his ultimate. Loki Freya was standing inside Chaos Storm, took a lot of damage from that, and
had to flash out too.
And the thing is, we're in that dragon pit. None of them as in Itka did not have proper vision control, and they still opted out to have it inside the dragon pit. I feel they could have just, like, you know,
because they have
pulled
wards.
it out.
Exactly, they have wards in the pit that they did not clear. They did not look. They did not check for it, so they know exactly how healthy the dragon was and like what they could do. So yeah.
Iqbalnik's confident must be there. Yeah, most definitely. Even if you're faced up against the toughest of opponents, sometimes you just need to have the confidence and, you know, go beyond, and plus a little bit of ultra.
Plus a little bit of ultra. Plus ultra. Let's go.
Let's go.
And they just did that, by the way, after I've gassed them up. So you know. What about you guys in chat? Hashtag Phantasm win or hashtag Itka win if you want to see, you know, who y'all think is gonna win.
Who you rooting for, you know?
Exactly. Bro. Bro, yes. That's right. Hashtag I'm gonna gank you.
Whoa, Joe, calm down there. Hey, calm down, Joe.
Alright, here we go.
That is gonna be a 3-man push, and like no one is gonna support the Kiana. It feels like Itka has a lot of solo lane,
Oh
mental.
no.
We saw that, and oh, good. That's a lot of damage. Tristana is just like, and the Zyra is at like half HP.
Yep, and that was only just one Chaos Storm.
A Chaos Storm and a laser.
And a laser, yeah, and an E. Oh, Urgot. Zillion, very aggressive. Trying to push away the Urgot.
Okay, this might be, Purple Minion trying to look for a fight. He is gonna get pillared up and, pushed inside of the Chaos Storm. Inside of the stun, not gonna do much. Because
Yeah.
it's still currently a 4v4. Both Urgot and the Zillion does have teleport in case a fight does break out. But, so far, macro game-wise, rotations from Itka has been a little bit weak.
Yeah, it's been lackluster. They're just standing around in awkward places and not really amounting to anything right now. No one's pushing a lane.
Their rotations are a bit off.
Yep.
They had a lead.
Okay.
They could have snowballed
Yeah.
it a little bit more, but like...
Oh yeah, for sure. But as you said, macro play from Phantasm has put them at a very good stalemate. I feel that even though Itka had a pretty good lead in the beginning too, so after I gaslighted them and everything too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What is this commentator's curse?
Yeah, that's usually how it is. Remember what Coco
Right.
did? It'd be like that.
Do be like that, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Where was that though? That top lane? No, mid lane. So what you thinking, sir?
I am thinking this next Baron is... this next Dragon is gonna be the next pivoting point. Oh, man.
Oh man.
Oh,
No
look,
one's
he's
setting
gonna-
up too much vision yet, but the dragon is spawning in about a
They
minute.
do see her, and she is
Oh,
gonna get hook, line, and
Zyra!
sinker. She's gonna go down. Teepsmore gets another kill. She's gonna scale a bit more. It's gonna hurt a little bit later in the game. 30 minutes in, 12 and 10 in favor for Phantasm. 1,000 gold, 1.2k gold lead ahead.
And this is Dragon's soul right now. Kane needs to try something to get this, because I can't just give away this soul to an Urgot lane and a Thresh lane and a
Oh, he's gonna get yeeted out of there. But from the looks
Goodbye,
of it, instantly deleted. Perhaps. Nope.
Unless-
Still alive. But the Zillion ultimate is not gonna land. Shambles, they're trying to 1v1 the Urgot. Urgot super tank. He is at maximum damage. He is gonna
this
miss.
is the ultimate.
Wait a minute. He is gonna miss.
He's
No,
still
will he be able to
tanking.
get it? He is gonna get it. But yo, Shambles, I don't think that's a good idea to fight that. He is ready tanking. He does have the life steal. He does have the armor penetration as well as the slow from the frozen what's that? Frozen
Mallet.
mallet? Okay, I was right.
Yeah.
Yo, Phantasm is
Yo.
just trying to. They were losers. Okay.
Yeah.
They're just adding advantage on top of advantage on top of advantage that they can never get.
Oops.
And so far, it's been working out well for them. Whereas Itka, they had an advantage, they messed it up, and now Loki Flare is gonna get caught. But one hit.
It's
we're
just
not gonna
for
go
show.
it. Yeah, we're not gonna go for it. Just get it.
Yeah. Man, that Urgot was left uncontested. 241 farms, 6 kills, and only died once. 700 gold bounty.
And this,
Man's insane.
I feel like this comes back to what Cold Zero Legend said in chat that, if I'm not mistaken, he's the jungler for Vamos. And
Jungler top laner.
yeah, jungler slash top laner for Vamos. So like, he said that the
Kane.
The Kane, yes. The
Yes.
Kane should have played more towards the carry lanes and not just the Zillion, which makes a lot of sense. Zillion alone won't be able to do much. But, he played it more towards top side compared to the bottom side, and that is I'm gonna gank you dealing tons of damage, but the Chaos Storm is not gonna be enough. She barely made it out alive, but the damage, okay, Tristana doing a lot of damage. Okay, let's go.
Okay, definitely.
But back
Let's
to what I'm
go.
trying to say. Kane could have made
Yeah.
such a big impact if he, played it very well. But instead, it's more. It feels like a more solo queue-esque mentality with just trying to get kills for yourself instead of for others. Because right now you saw Kiana was losing earlier on, and she might. Nope, that's gonna be a 1v3. No flash, no anything. Trying to push him out, but the pillar. And yeah, no, she is gone. Tristana and Kane is the few people that can do deeps. A lot that can do damage. And
Exactly.
Zyra as well, but come on. What else can you do? You have like what, 3 tanks?
That's right. Going back to what we talked about on the loading screen as well. Itka doesn't really have much in way of tanks, but we see an engage.
Oh, but this stun is gonna land. Not sure if that's gonna be enough for a disengage. Trundle is wanna go for it. Subjugate was used. Oh, nope.
Ooh. Okay. Alright, so they are going for Baron, and looks like Urgot will be manning the flank, making sure no one gets a cheeky steal onto them.
Tries to go
Here comes
in,
Kane.
But, he is gonna get
stunned.
Oh, but that is not gonna be enough. Kane against that is bullet time. Not gonna lie towards anyone, but he is gonna get pushed back behind, and he's gonna get eaten inside the belly of the beast. And Zimarantau gets another kill, 7 kills. That is gonna be free Baron for Phantasm. Yo, Kane came a little bit too early inside of Dragon Pit. Nobody saw anything.
And on top of that, right, he got stunned out of his thingy. It was muy unfortunate. 16-11, 34 minutes into the game. They are pushing for an advantage.
An advantage indeed, and that is Shambles gonna get the hook, line, and sinker again in the hands of Paru. But with the bomb not gonna be enough, the heal is gonna come out from the misfortune.
Ooh. Cold Zero Legend there, throwing some shade. So they have a zillion for what?
Oh man, calm down.
Ooh. Some shade there.
I feel like the Zillion pick would have been better in the mid lane. Ooh, Loki Freya almost get 100 to 0 instantly. And yo, purple minion, he can't really do anything.
He's not
else
dealing
anymore.
damage.
Because like, oh god, he is a tank. He is very strong right now. And the rest of Phantasm is gonna say, hey, we're all a bit too late now. We're gonna siege everything. We got your mid lane inhibitor. We're gonna get your top lane inhibitor. And I'ma get you. You're gonna be dead. I'ma see you in the grave pretty soon. And Paru, he's gonna miss the hook the minion, but hey, first Nexus turret is down, and yo, Shambles trying to make something, but purple minion and Loki Fit, they know, okay, yo, we lost, this is probably GG, and they just want to get some more kills. Bullet time doing a lot of damage, purple minion, but no, that is gonna be an ace. A beautiful way to finish the game. Well played, Phantasm.
Well played, Phantasm, indeed. That was amazing.
Amazing indeed. So you see, Kane did not get any kills after that. Just,
yeah,
like,
absolutely
died
no.
and died and
Whatever
died.
lead he accrued in the beginning from his ganks completely did not mean anything afterwards, because as you said, like, this goes back to what you said about Phantasm's macros. Their team cohesiveness. Ooh.
Yeah, they have it all right. And the thing is, Urgot, I wouldn't say Urgot has no escape. He, not Urgot, what's his name? Victor has no escape. The thing is, he does. He has the stun to try and run away and, the flash, but that's just about it. Playing against the Kiana, who has a lot of mobility, who has like a stun and whatnot, and the Kane, who can just phase through walls and, knock you up and blah, blah, blah. I'm surprised he did not gank mid a lot more, especially with the first try ganking mid. He did not succeed. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Victor Blue flash, Victor Blue, what, God knows whatever else. But he could have went in for another one, but just decided not to. And in the end, during team fights, Urgot kept, doing his thing. He just keeps, getting tankier, doing more damage, just killing people, just slaughtering everyone else. and he
Exactly,
has
exactly.
became the big monster that he is now. The rest couldn't really do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. So quite a shame for Itka, but still like a good showing from both teams. Absolutely doing the best that they can because this is eliminations. Itka is now out of the tournament. And speaking of teams out of the tournament as well, we have the results for
Xfia
Gabe-
versus DTYT.
yeah, match 18 was it? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it appears that DTYT has
Been
lost.
defeated. Yep, and it
Yep, they
was
have
a
been defeated.
total score of 30-22. And looking at how XP's team comp was, it was a little bit kind of like off meta-y, especially for the
Mhm.
bot lane opting to go for the Heimerdinger and Zyra bot lane, which
And
is
Zyra, yeah.
people didn't expect it, but I feel like DTYT tried their best having the Leona as well as Caitlyn with a lot of range trying to destroy the turrets and whatnot. But hey,
Yep.
what
Yeah,
what to do?
exactly.
And yeah, thank you very much everyone else for tuning in for tonight's matches, and we'll be online again tomorrow same time for the next couple of matches. And hope you guys enjoyed. And before we go off, we'd like to thank our sponsors, The Box, Montwater, Rasachar Cafe, and Hatte College. Also, not forget to thank the main sponsors for this evening, Esports Association Brunei. So don't forget to follow us on weekendweirds.bn as well as esb.bn, where you can find the links, whatever is happening, whatever games we're hosting, and the highlights for tonight's matches there sometime tomorrow. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. We have a podcast as well as where you can see the VODs and whatnot, and Facebook. Yeah. See you guys again tomorrow. This is Commentator Z,
And commentator Kai.
and we're signing off. Good night, everyone.
Good night.